A night in with MauLer and the drinker, getting trashed with the web screen dictators. A cheap night cause I'm feeling kinda thrifty, got a 10-pack of beers and a bottle of whiskey. Hop off the cork, have a glass of wine, I feel safe, I'll be fine. Trouble walking in a straight line, but pour me a Pinot Noir. It's open bar with our hosts, MauLer and the critical drinker.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the open bar this evening. This is open bar number 73. God damn, we're getting up through
real old now.
Someone mentioned in chat actually that next year will be open bar 100. We're gonna have to do something truly special for that. We'll have to get the strippers
have to
in
invite
or something.
all of the people and cover all of the things.
Everything that we've ever talked about in
every movie ever. We should review 100 movies.
Well, I can give it a one sentence. Yeah, one sentence review. That's good enough for me, man.
It's like, this one pretty good. This one not so good. All right,
yeah, good. Wank. Moving on. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to chat, and hope you guys are ready for a lovely open bar this evening. And well, we should bring in some of our guests that we've got.
Yes,
let's do it. Making his long-awaited return to the open bar, it is ItsAGundam. Welcome back, dude.
I'm ready to die, Lord.
He's back, and he's got a funky new avatar as well. So that's all good, man.
Fresh from China.
Yay! Nice. It was designed in a sweatshop, so I'm told. Disney approves of this, I'm sure.
He's our on-the-ground reporter. He's going to tell us what's going on out there. You know?
Yeah. He kind of looks like he's having a seizure as well.
Like I said, this thing is it's still in the development stage.
The lip sync is perfect. Like I said, it makes so much sense. It really describes your feelings, you know?
I think it's the fact that every so often it just goes...
God damn it.
Anyway, no.
Fortune.
Thank you, man. I know that's like 5 p.m. Eastern is like generally when you sleep, but for some reason. But no, welcome back to the bar, and it's great to have you back, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 5 p.m. It's sweatshop time right now.
Of course, yeah. Well, I'm glad you're taking a break from it.
I just realized that my avatar is missing details in the helmet. Son of a bitch, Ling Ling.
That's it. Kill it. We're killing the stream. We'll come back to this later when Gundam's sorted. Oh
God.
No, don't stop.
Oh my.
Kill it with fire.
There you go.
Microphone's back on. Sorry. What happened?
Your avatar just spazzed out for a second there, and your helmet was all over the place.
Oh, let me mute myself again.
It wasn't. Oh, there we go. I'm quietly terrified, MauLer.
He looks so cute.
Cute's the word, yeah.
That really is. Like he's muted, just going blah, 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 blah. Like, just excising the demons, guys. Don't worry about me.
There was one point where he just went like.
It was safer to mute myself while I screamed.
He's doing it again.
It can't pick up a normal smile. Everything is like glee. So if I laugh, it just stays wide open. I don't fucking know why.
Okay. We could probably spend the whole evening just messing with Gundam's avatar, but we should probably bring the rest of our guests in right now.
Yeah, I guess so, maybe.
Let's do it. Okay. Well, he's taking a break from racing NASCAR and generally getting shredded and ripping his shirt off to join us at the open bar. So welcome, Camelots.
What's up, y'all?
Good to have you back, mate.
Thank you. I was quietly losing my shit in the back room with his avatar freaking out. I was just laughing my ass off. I feel like it's going to be real weird. Now, I'm not saying this is hypothetical, but if I ever met Gundam, it'd be too jarring because it's not going to look like this little goofy thing.
Well, likewise, meeting MauLer, like if he isn't wearing a gas mask and a full tailored business suit, then I don't know how to react.
I would be like obligated to do that, wouldn't I? Like in any
think so,
introduction to
yeah.
anybody, I'd have to go and I have to get a custom made gas mask because I don't even know if they
Yeah.
have this kind of one.
Yeah.
Maybe I could paint it.
It's weird. It's weird when you go to a convention and you meet someone that you don't see their face, and it's just they don't even look like what they sound like. They're like 300 pounds, and you're like, "What the hell? Why are you a circle? I did not know you were a circle, sir. You could have told me."
Why are you a circle?
How do you sound like? Do you have to start talking like this?
That's what you would think, right?
You gotta sound out of breath all the time.
Yeah,
You got to sound sweaty.
I can hear the sweat dripping off his face.
Walking the conversation, slow down.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's great to be back. I'm excited. I have so much free time since racing's gone for 6 months. Thank God. I love it when it's happening, except for the wrecking part. I love it when it's happening, but gosh, when it's the off season, I get to like relax and not have to worry about getting on a plane Thursday and then flying, then getting hotels and getting rental cars and shit. I'm glad it's over for a little while.
Nice. Yeah, your car's probably quite grateful for it as well. It doesn't get wrecked every weekend.
Well, so I've been wrecking other people's cars. I don't own any of them, thank God. That would suck. I sold all my cars because I had a few, and I sold everything to just get the funds in. And just now I'm racing for a team full time next year as well, so I don't have to do anything except fly around.
Did you get that car delivered that we were talking about previously? Oh, you got it.
Got the Audi R8. It's a monster.
Oh, God.
Finally, God, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful car. It's fast. It's loud. It's just beautiful. I love it.
Perfect. No, I'm going to pretend that I'm not jealous, but quietly I'm seething right now.
Seething cope. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, there's plenty of coping and seething going on in the news media right now, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, before we do, I'd like to bring in my next guest, and that is Reaper. Hey, man.
Hi.
His adrenaline has finally worn off.
Yeah. No, great to have you back, man. And it's been a month or two since you were last on the bar. But,
something like that, yeah.
I honestly feel bad for you watching Gen V. I've been watching your reviews of it, and damn, man, that show just sounds like absolute torture. I think you might be one of the 10 people in the world that's actually watching it.
Can you answer me, like, why do people recommend it to me and Drinker at first? Were the first 2 episodes like good or something?
No. Well, what is this? It's The Boys season 2. The entire that's basically it. And the first episode, she throws her period blood at someone.
Right.
Yeah.
So like maybe that's why people wanted you to watch it, because they went, "This is disgusting. I need your reaction."
Because some people were recommending it at one point, but maybe I'm just inventing that. But good to hear that it's doing great.
Don't know why.
It's essentially like the Witcher blood origin for the Boys universe, isn't it? It's like
basically
an original story that like the asshole writers have come up with, and it's got none of the whatever made the original work. It's just their own fantasies getting played out on screen and their own insecurities. And it just sounds horrific. Like based on what you described, like the characters all sound like morons. The political messaging is thick and fast, and it just seems like a bit of a nightmare. It seems like no one's watching it. No one's talking about it in the slightest.
But Drinker, I heard that the end of it syncs up with the beginning of The Boys season 4, so that's cool.
I mean, yeah, that is cool if you care about any of those things. So.
That's like when they said Army of the Dead is in the same universe as Rebel Moon.
Oh,
whoa! This is what makes stories good. That's how it works. I'm glad we've learned so much from Marvel.
Shared universes. That's all we need. That is all we need to make everything work. But hey, I guess, well, on that subject of Marvel, the Marvels is now been out for almost a week now, and the box office results are in from the opening weekend. And shock horror, this is going to truly shake you guys to your cores. It didn't do well. In fact, it got 47 million on its opening weekend domestic, which is by far the lowest opening weekend of any Marvel movie ever. Even The Incredible Hulk did 55 million, which was 15 years ago, so that's more like 70 million in today's money.
It's
So
like it's like a waitress at Crackle Barrel only getting $9 on a Saturday night shift. That's pretty much what this is like. And I'm so surprised that a movie about 3 unlikable women that doesn't really go anywhere was not successful, which the entire demographic that's watching these are dudes. And then they make PR statements before these movies come out and say, well, this movie's not for you. It's like, all right, well, I ain't gonna go. And then they're shocked, I tell you. I'm a white guy, Gundam, look at me. Well, I'm not gonna go see that shit. No.
I have to admit, every time Camelot speaks, I hear Dewey Cox.
I don't even know that movie. I haven't watched that movie in like 10 years, and people keep saying this. They're like, you sound like John C. Reilly. And I'm like, who?
I'm guilty as charged.
But you know what I'm saying?
My love is too large.
No, you are right. I mean, it's very much like those headlines that you got for the Charlie's Angels movie. Like, men, this movie isn't for you. And then like 6 weeks later, why did no men go to watch this film? I don't understand.
Look, Gundam, if I go to a movie and there's 3 superhero chicks and they're kicking people's asses, if at least 2 of them don't like release their boobies at some point, I don't even seen that shit. What's the point of you being a superhero?
To Japanese
that is true, yeah.
Yes, Gundam, yes. That's why, dude, I watched a redo of Hitler recently. Amazing. Nothing but titties the whole time.
So, someone posted on Twitter though, like a picture of the 3 main actresses, and like at the premiere, all looking absolutely gorgeous, like in like, awesome dresses and stuff. And it's like, okay, cool. And then you see them in the movie, and it's like the most frumpy, boring, like figure concealing outfits you could ever imagine. Loose fitting outfits, and I'm like,
male gaze strikes again.
Oh, pretty much, yeah. And when you realize the male gaze is literally the only thing keeping your franchise afloat.
Yeah, because, dude, when I saw Brie Larson on like red carpet and she had that black thing on, her boobies hanging out, and I'm like, oh my God, I suddenly am a fan of Brie Larson, and I don't even like her. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all it takes for us. We're monkey brain drinker. Like, you can make take a movie with a 6 plot, just take your clothes off at least twice. And I'm like, yeah, that's 8. You know, I watched the Jennifer Lawrence movie the other day. I don't even know what it's called. I don't even remember the plot, but she's naked. Like half the time. She's like fist fighting.
Isn't that most of the movies?
Yeah, dude, she had her tits. She's just beating kids' asses, and I'm like, this is like a 10. What is this?
Ever since the fappening, she's like, oh fuck it, it's like a squandered resource at this point. I might as well try and exploit it as much as I can before I get too old. So,
and just a year ago, she was like, Hollywood is misogynistic, and Hollywood has a fight against women, and it's pitted against us. And then all of a sudden, her roles dried up, and she's like, you know what? Here, look at my titties. And everybody's like, you know what? You're hired. Let's do this. Take them out.
But I think in the case of the Marvels, right, and I said this in my video that I put out today, like everything with this movie pointed to a failure. We all predicted it. We all knew it was going to happen. And I don't know why anyone in the entertainment media sphere was remotely surprised that this movie flopped.
Yeah.
You know, you've got a sequel to a movie that like no one particularly liked the main character. There's no particularly big stars in this. No one fucking cares that Samuel Jackson's there as Nick Fury again because he's in fucking everything and they've ruined his character. You've got a girl power movie after like 4 years of the MCU that nobody wants it anymore. Everyone's sick of it. And you've got like another superhero movie that is the most boring, generic story. Feels like it was written by an AI, and people are just kind of checked out of it. Like all of those things were just absolutely against it. There was nothing to recommend this film, and so they're surprised that it's flopped. Of course, it was going to flop.
Yeah. And every single time I see one of these movies get announced, or they're closing in on like the end of production, and I'm like, weird, a movie about 3 women or 4 women or Young Avengers or what have you. And I'm like, let me just look at the writers and directors, and they have 1 credit on a short in like 2018. I'm like, why are you writing this movie? Who is this? And it's like, it's because they just happen to be the correct color. That's why. Nia DaCosta. Like she had like 2 credits. 2.
Well, isn't this? I was just saying, isn't this the most successful film done by a black female director? Isn't that how they're spinning it?
I think that's pretty much that's as specific as they can make it in order to make it, in order to make it successful.
But like nobody's gonna buy that in terms of like ratio. Like, the money they're bringing in for that movie is only because of like its profile anyway. Yeah. Like what I guess I'm saying is like there's got to be black female directors out there who have made way more money with way less of a budget, right?
Yeah. It also Reaper, it doubles as the most money ever lost by a black female director.
Yeah.
It all worked out.
Just ignore that. We'll just ignore all that. Yeah. It's too inconvenient.
This film is like inspiring, like Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, literally saving lives. That's what it's doing. But yeah, I mean, Nia DaCosta, like she has done one like mid-budget horror movie with the Candyman reboot.
Yep.
And that was politically charged and infused with all that kind of modern day politics, I guess, with race and stuff. And then suddenly she's helming like a $300 million movie. Like you can't bump someone up to that kind of level without any background experience and expect them still to be able to do it. And she even said herself, there was times where we were shooting certain scenes, we were doing certain things, and I had no fucking clue what we were even supposed to be doing because it was all going to get filled in by CGI later. It didn't make any sense to me. You can't take a director who's done low budget stuff like this and suddenly put them in charge of a film like that and expect them to just take to it. It doesn't work like that.
Yep.
And like she was just like, ultimately everyone knows why she was there. She was just another figurehead for Marvel. She was another check box that they could tick. That's all it was.
Yep, 100%, 100%. And we get this common misconception, I think, if we look at it objectively, that I feel like a lot of like extreme commentators in the spectrum will just assume that female directors can't direct. And one of my favorite films ever was directed by a female, Mary Harron, with American Psycho. So it can be done. It's just they have.
How many years ago was that?
That was like 30-something years ago. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, you had Jarhead. That was,
So it can be done.
That was a female director. Yeah, they can do it for sure. It's just, but
we really got to search for those names. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They can do it. It happened like 40 years ago. The economy was way better.
Gundam's like, name one more. I'm like, oh fuck, dude, don't ask me to name one more.
I mean, I think the ultimate example of this stuff was probably Chloe Zhao when they brought her to do the Eternals. Like her biggest movie had been like Nomadland, which is literally just a woman driving around in a van talking to people. It's like the most basic bitch movie you could ever do. And she's suddenly doing like a $250 million movie with like effects all everywhere and like a massive ensemble cast. You can't bring someone in to do a movie like that with such limited experience. It's not
the movie
fair.
Saved lives.
It did save lives.
It seems like back in the day, maybe 2000 and prior, maybe 2010 and prior, every time there was a large movie that was in production, when the directors or writers were announced, they were like iconic names, right? It does, even if they sucked, like Abrams, like there was who this person is that's doing this film. And like now, every time I look at the writer, it's like an Asian lady. I'm like, who the hell is this Asian lady?
I think, like Gary said, directors are no longer hired for Marvel movies. They're cast.
Yeah,
just like you cast an actor. They're there to do a very specific role, and it's a very small cog in a much larger machine. And most of it is taken over by other people who handle the action scenes, who handle the VFX. The director is just there to be a figurehead, really. Yeah, and it's probably was the same for Nia DaCosta. Like probably why she cleared out of this movie before it was even finished in post production. She just left to go and direct another film with Tessa Thompson, because I'm sure that was a barrel of laughs.
Don't they film before the script's even written? So like loads of times they like film and you go, "What's the end point?" We go, "We don't even know. Don't even know how the story's going to unfold."
I can tell you what I've spoken to a couple of people who've directed on some Marvel TV shows, and they said like whenever they had a question about like, well, this doesn't make sense, or the plot doesn't hang together on this one, we need like X, Y, and Z to make this all link together. They were just told, trust the process. That's it. That would just trust the process. Don't think about it too much.
Yeah, it's
like, how do you spend that much money?
Oh man,
because they were making so much money, or at least they used to be. That was the thing. You could churn out any old shit, and you would still. It was make like the early days of
YouTube.
Yeah.
Now you have to try. It sucks, man. No, no. It's like Star Wars. I remember seeing The Force Awakens, and I was like, that was kind of bad, but whatever. Maybe it'll lead up to something good with all these like plot lines that are kind of unanswered. And then of course, the travesty came out, and I was like, man, it's like they're making this up as they go. It's awful. And then we learned later on they were making all of it up as they go. They were shooting it as they wrote it, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is insane. At least have some bullet points. God, who's Snoke? I don't know. It's fine. He's old. It's like, what the hell?
It's mind-boggling that you can have $1 billion franchise and just that's how you run it. But
Yeah,
God, I wish they'd hire me to direct.
That would be actually probably way better. Speaking of directors and being random Asian ladies, the director for that Madam Web trailer we're gonna watch, the person doing the movie, has never even directed a film before.
I gotta watch that again.
yeah,
Oh, Jesus
it
Christ.
may well show as well.
And she looks
Wow,
like
from the trailer, you couldn't guess.
dude. She looks like she would tell me to check my privilege and then yell at me because she only got 3 ice cubes in her latte instead of 4. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to. No, please, Jesus, God.
It did make me wonder as well, though, particularly with the Marvels. Obviously, it's a very female-centric film. They made no secret of that as they were promoting it. And really, Captain Marvel was like the prototype girl boss for the MCU. She was like the trailblazer for all the garbage that we had that followed over the next several years. The way this movie has failed so spectacularly, it does make me wonder: is she like the beginning and the end of this whole trend within the MCU?
I think
Or
so.
are they going to keep going with it? Are they going to keep doubling down?
Yeah, so they're going to definitely keep, because they have the Young Marvels, and I guarantee you it's going to be 4 or 5 women and then like 1 dude, and he's going to be gay for sure. But there's like you have all these pieces lined up, and they're still going forward with this. And the issue with Captain Marvel was it was basically like a male character with toxic masculinity, and they just cast a woman for it, and they sandwiched it between two of the biggest films ever in MCU history. And then we weren't used, like in that time when it came out, we weren't really used to this every single movie. If we even saw like an Asian lady's like face, we knew it was over, right? We're like, oh fuck, it's gonna be just terrible. So we didn't know that at the time, so everybody went to see it because they thought it was very integral to the story, and it was a Marvel film. We had no idea, and then we learned very fast that it was a trash bag, and that's why everybody knows now. Dude, you know when you turn on Netflix and it's like about a princess in Scotland and she's black immediately. You know it's gonna be trash balls. So Cleopatra, yeah, okay, no thanks. So that's the whole thing. We know what to expect. We know what to look for now. And of course, like white dudes like myself, we're the highest demographic that goes to see these films. So you ain't tricking us no more. I don't want to see Captain Marvel unless she's naked. So that's the whole point.
So you're not going to see Denzel Washington fight in Greece.
No. I'll just keep watching him in Book of Eli.
Hannibal, isn't he?
Yes.
That is
Hannibal's supposed to be Middle Eastern.
This is Cleopatra all over again, man.
Yep.
But they're going to make Blade have 3 female leads, and he was going to be a side character. And then a Marvel executive got fired because he went, "How did you let this happen?"
God.
That was one of the that was one of the many rewrites of the script, and apparently that's what prompted the main actor to threaten to quit.
Dude,
it's like this is ridiculous.
I would be out. Every film that's about a guy, like Doctor Strange, what have you, it just ends up being a film about a random lady. And I'm like, why? I came here to see Doctor Strange, and it's only about this crazy bitch.
The way I tried to phrase this when I did my video today is like, if you have a male-led movie like Ant-Man or something like that, or Doctor Strange, I can guarantee you there'll be at least 2 or 3 strong female supporting characters who will actually be better than him and smarter than him at everything. And they're there to just like ground him and like show him his place. Whereas if you have then a female-led movie like, say, Black Widow, you won't, or Captain Marvel, you won't get that same balance. You won't have 2 or 3 male supporting characters who are actually really smart and really savvy and like kind of teach her a thing or two. It never swings both ways. That door only ever goes one way. And I think it's interesting. I think it's really interesting, the philosophy behind that.
It's just like body positivity.
It's body. What is it, Gundam? It's plus size, or it's curvy,
voluptuous
for women, but for men, you're just a fat son of a bitch.
You're just fat and stupid. You're Boogie 2988.
Yeah. Just kill yourself immediately. Like, it's like, oh, that's nice. It's like, oh, I'm fat, because there's this weird misconception that a dad bod, for example, is just like a fat guy. And I'm like, no, like if you ask any woman on earth, a dad bod's a jacked giant dude that just doesn't have cut abs. That's it.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, just giant jack dude. No. So like it's this common misconception. And when it comes to fat dudes, you're just shit on. But of course, if you even look in the direction of a fat lady and say the word fat and not even talk to her, you'll get arrested.
You can't even say chubby.
No, you can't even say, God, you're disgusting, and you got that sweet, rot, fat smell. They all get pissed.
Sometimes an Asian lady shows up and it throws Camelot for a loop.
What is it? Athletically challenged.
Athletically challenged. Gravitationally challenged, I suppose.
Jesus.
Got your own orbit.
Yeah. But yeah, I did wonder as well, like, because Marvel has got one movie that's coming out next year, so it's a very light year for them, partly because of the strikes and so on.
Yeah.
So they've got Deadpool is apparently going to still come out next year, and that's all they got. And it did make me wonder. Well, yeah, I mean that might be the only successful movie they have for the foreseeable, but like, is that an opportunity then for them to retool and rethink? If they were smart, if they were in any way smart, would they take this opportunity and rewrite certain movies, change their direction?
Black Falcon's getting completely reshot. It's getting like 80% redone.
It's Captain America.
No, it isn't.
Yeah. No, it's they should take
Captain
this
Falcon.
opportunity to fire everyone, fire everybody that looks like a 38-year-old woman, and then get rid of everybody and reboot everything. And
you might want to get rid of lesbians too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
unless they're attractive.
You see their divorce rate? It's like 72%, bro.
It's worse than straight divorce rates.
Can't even trust them.
And you don't know which one to arrest when it's a domestic abuse case.
You just arrest the one that looks like. That's what you ever notice. You ever notice in movies? There's like when there's like a lesbian couple, it's like two smoking hot chicks, and I'm like, in real life, it's one smoking hot chick and then a monster every time.
Yeah, it's one that looks like a dude. It's like dude light, basically.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder, like, what's the whole point of the chick? You might as well get a dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell? You just get mad, and then they leave them and get married to a guy anyway. It always happens.
Yeah, it's usually how it rolls.
Yep.
I was going to ask about the whole Captain America thing because I did see news articles about this saying that they've lost their writer for it and they have gone back to like completely scrubbed the whole thing and gone back to reshoot pretty much 90% of the movie. Yeah, because I've heard, and this could be completely made up, but the rumors going around are that it was going to be very politically motivated, very politically charged, and it was going to focus on a group of extremists storming a major government building in January, and the political fallout for that, the political ramification for that, for what it means for the country, and particularly Captain America being played by Falcon now. And so, like, yeah, this just felt like read the room, guys. Read the room. You know, a movie that.
I was just saying, it wasn't called New World Order, which sounds evil. And he went, that's too evil. Let's call it Brave New World, another dystopian book.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
But it just, if it's anything like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that thing was just relentless with its political message and with its pandering. And it just became absolutely insufferable. There was a kernel of a decent story there because you had some really cool characters. You know, you had Falcon, you had the Winter Soldier, obviously. And like
Zemo.
Teaming them up could have, Zemo, very interesting character. Teaming all of them up to take on some kind of terrorist threat could have been really cool. I would have liked to see what you did with that. Instead, it just became like, well, a BLM recruiting video.
Here's my problem with the whole show.
At least they accidentally gave us the best character of the Phase 4.
They should have made Winter Soldier America, like the comic books. So then when we whip back to bring it back Chris Evans, it would have made sense because that's exactly what happened in the comic books. Winter Soldier becomes Captain America. Steve Rogers comes back. Steve Rogers is Captain America again. If only they planned it better.
Damn.
So you didn't like Sam's speech?
Oh, I paid it no
He
mind.
told
What
everyone to
happened?
do better and had no idea
Oh,
how
yes.
economics work or housing or what borders were. He just went, you control the banks, just print off more money. And you go, yeah, it doesn't work like that.
That sounds
Yeah.
exactly like the lady that's in charge of the U.S. Treasury, actually. That's kind of
Or
alarming.
maybe spot that. Yeah, maybe they got advice from Sam.
Well, I think his wording was pretty much verbatim. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm angry and diverse, and so I can just like spout off my opinions and have you listen to them.
Yeah, he said his
was pretty
ignorance
much
was
all it
good.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went, you don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea how government works. And he went, yeah, and that's a good thing. I don't have a clue what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Do better, Senator. Do better. But no.
Yeah, I just think, and poor Anthony Mackie, because I actually like him as an actor. I think he's pretty good, and he seems actually quite based when it comes to all this stuff. Like, I'm sure he did an interview on a Comic-Con panel where he was just saying, like, Marvel movies now are made for Chinese people and 12-year-old kids. That's where we're at. That's the level we're at. And he kind of knows what's up, but like he ultimately has to say the lines that are given to him, I suppose. So he's got no option, and it is a shame because Falcon as a character was pretty cool by himself. He didn't need to become Captain America, as other people have obviously said before. You know, you could have had him be his own character with his own unique identity. You don't need to supplant someone else to try and make him more legit. He already was.
Yep. It doesn't make really any sense. And like you said, I love Anthony Mackie. That Black Mirror episode with the AI and his friend, that was the greatest. That was my favorite episode. It's so silly because they were just like playing Tekken and AI, and then they just were like, yeah, let's just have sex instead. It's fun. So, but no, Anthony Mackie's great. It's just the unfortunate truth is, like at that scene where Steve Rogers like hands his shield over, I'm like, well, at least I'll never have to watch that. At least I'll never have to watch past this. And I never did. Like I watched Guardians and Spider-Man. That was it. That's all I've watched since then. I'm just not interested, man.
Yeah, it's probably the right choice, to be fair.
Yep.
You've saved yourself a lot of pain to see where it's gone.
I wasn't going to watch Guardians, but Gary messaged me and was like, hey, FNT Friday, you got to watch Guardians. I'm like, you son of a bitch. But I like the animals.
Good question here. How could Falcon not get a loan? Handsome, charismatic veteran who just saved the world would have endorsements like Nike, Versace, Target, and every local business in his hometown, including probably that bank.
Yep.
But
imagine the book you could write about the vigilante Avengers that functioned for something like 4 or 5 years or so. I don't remember the timeline exactly, but all the missions they went on, everything you learned about Cap when he was, against the law. Can you imagine how fucking bestseller that book would be?
Well, as an Ant-Man did it, where Captain Amazing comes in and he's just filled with brands. He's got like Pepsi on his back. He's got like he'd just be like that. His wings would come out. He'd be like Toy Story. He has loads of like writing on it and stuff.
Yeah, you guys think you're being funny, but that was in the Avengers video game. Like literally, Captain America was wearing a Verizon wireless suit, and I never felt more shame.
I mean, that's realistically what it would be like. It's like the boys. Like they all are gonna have sponsors all over them. It ain't gonna be walking around doing it by their own like goodwill. Nah, it's like you pay me $100 million, and I might fly around and kill dudes. And I ain't doing it
technically, we're doing fantasy, so these are the paragons of human virtue, not the typical asshats we deal with on Twitter every day. You know?
Yeah, that's why I would never be a superhero because I'm like, where's my Ferrari, bro? Before
I already know what it's like to be Batman. It sucks dick.
We were talking obviously about like the various upheavals at Marvel because it kind of feels like everything is falling apart with them right now, and including Kang the Conqueror, who was going to be, like we were repeatedly told, he is the new Thanos. He is going to be the big bad going forward, and we've had, I don't know, 2 or 3 years now of trying to build this guy up, and it's ultimately gone absolutely nowhere. And I think they've reached the point where, for various reasons, they've pretty much abandoned him. This is a report from CBR saying Marvel Studios is planning to abandon Jonathan Majors' Kang storyline. A new report suggests that Marvels might be dropping Jonathan Majors' Kang the Conqueror as the main villain of the multiverse saga, partly due to his legal troubles, obviously. and partly because the character has been so poorly received because they've absolutely fumbled him
I'm
at
not
every
sure
step.
I buy that second part. He's certainly poorly received for us, but like everything they've been doing has been poorly received for us. Like there's barely anything we like that they do. The general public, I mean, you guys saw it. There was loads of like dick sucking for his performance and his contributions and the excitement he's going to bring. When we were all just like, "What are you talking about?" Like, you know, the professional clown thing. Like it's the Emperor's New Clothes shit. We just like, did he just announce that it's a good character because he knows how to play a clown and everyone's clapping? Like, what world am I in?
Well, I didn't see much like enthusiasm amongst just normal people. Like, sure in the entertainment media complex, they're absolutely fawning over him because he's everything that they want to see.
That's what I'm saying, though.
They're just paid for.
There's no real oomph for like anything they're doing in like real people circles. Most of the real people I've spoken to don't even know. The best thing about the Marvels, I think, is the fact that most people I've spoken to aren't like plugged in, don't even know it's coming or it's out. They're just like, huh? Somehow their marketing hasn't even gotten to some of these people. But the point I'm trying to make is just that, like, I feel like that's all smokescreen. It's almost exclusively the legal stuff that they're probably dropping him. If it weren't for that, they'd be like,
so,
you know, because like it wouldn't be a better choice if there was no legal stuff going on. Imagine they announced like Kang's not working apparently, so we're just going to scrub all of that storyline and throw a different guy in. It's like, what?
Well, apparently Jeff Loveness, who is the writer for the Quantumania, but also the Kang Dynasty.
Didn't he get moved off that project?
Yep, that's what I was about to say. He's been booted from that project.
Well, like a while ago, though.
Well, yeah, they were saying like, why has he been like booted off it? It says apparently he was all wrapped up in this Kang storyline, and they're likely going to be moving away from that. So, the general consensus is that Kang is no longer a viable villain. I don't know who they could possibly replace him with at this point, like halfway through the process. But yeah, he's kind of done. And to be honest, I don't disagree with the idea of getting rid of him because like he was never a threatening villain. Like we've discussed before, the idea that there's like a million of him out there in the multiverse, that's not threatening because like we can't really wrap our minds around the idea of like duplicates of a person like ad infinitum, as opposed to like just one super dangerous threat personified in someone like Thanos. And two, like the way they've portrayed him, he's been defeated by a female Loki who was only existing in a Disney Plus show. He's been defeated by
socialist ants.
Yes, socialist ants, basically. Not even Ant-Man himself, but like a bunch of ants that just evolved slightly. That's all we've got from this character.
Well, don't forget he was shot by wasps, little blasters. So
yeah.
You know,
so I mean, just an absolute waste of a character, a waste of a threat. I don't know what you could do with him to salvage him at this point.
Well, Jonathan Majors is a shit actor as well. If you see Loki, he just stutters. That's his like character. Oh, it's awful. He just overacts. And like High Evolutionary came out a month after Quantumania, and he was just way better because everyone was going, Jonathan Majors is like this great actor. Then the guy who plays High Evolutionary come out and just way better in every way.
He was really good. Because he was super invested in what he was doing. Like he really, you felt the emotion from that guy.
We also had a writer creating scenes for him to be able to act in, while Jonathan Majors has had Waldron and Loveness, who I consider two of the worst writers working right now. So it sucks in terms of like getting him stuff to work with. But at the same time, I don't think you're wrong in terms of like I've never really been impressed with Majors.
That's stuttering in Loki. He's going
the Loki stuff is cringe, yeah.
It's so bad. He was a fucking
dude. We saw the after credits in Quantumania where he's like, "We will destroy the."
Yeah,
it's like what the fuck is
cyborg, Chinese guy with a bad throat. What else he played? Egyptian. We was Kang's guy.
Egyptian, yeah.
yeah. Literally, his three roles are all terrible.
Then when you get the arena full of Kangs, like they're all beaming in and they're going like, yeah, what
was that about? I guess we'll never get our answers on that.
It's just it's goofy, it's ridiculous, and it just plays into this whole idea again that the more you duplicate a villain, the more you dilute the threat that he poses.
Yep.
So
do you think it's a fraternity of Kangs, and he just like make them stand on beer kegs and drink upside down? They don't actually do anything.
That at least would be fun. There would be something you could do with that. This is just like an absolute waste.
I was actually going to say though, I remember there was rumors about how the big thing about you remember they talk about like how Thanos was the protagonist of Infinity War and how that gives it an edge. A super interesting film, blah blah blah. I think they were looking to recreate that element by having Kang be invested in trying to stop Doctor Strange, who's gotten out of control thanks to incursions, multiversal travel, and that it was going to be those two pitted against each other, and that's why it was going to be complicated as to whether or not Kang is definitively evil and stuff. So now I'm wondering if that was ever actually the thing. If they're removing Kang, do you think they'll just move to having Evil Strange be the bad guy for the Avengers films? Because they haven't really set up like a Doom or a Mephisto or a Galactus.
I don't think Evil Strange has been built up enough.
No, nothing. If we remove Kang, we've got nothing built up. So,
especially when one of the films is called Kang Dynasty.
I don't think it will be
Kang Dynasty, and Doctor Doom shows up. You go, what?
I fucking pick like a D tier villain, like have Agatha Harkness be like the overarching villain of this whole thing. Why not?
Hasn't this show been renamed 3 times? It's like Covenant of Chaos, the Diary of Darkness, Nobody Gives a Shit, something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's the best title.
Contractually obligated spin-off.
Well, they do have the Secret War or the Secret Invasion, but it's just the Skrulls are so fucking lame. They don't even seem like a threat.
I was honestly happy to see them all get wiped out in the Marvels. I was like, these people are fucking idiots anyway. So like, we're doing the universe a favor.
Yep. You have to make villains intimidating, and no villain's been intimidating since Thanos. Like not even kind of. And Thanos was like evil as hell. I mean, he had like all roads to hell is paved with good intentions.
The Avengers version of Thanos was so fucking watered down; it was disgusting.
Yeah,
like,
but
my God,
for normies, right? But like when you
normies can't even take pronouns, for God's sakes.
The issue is everything every single villain has to have some kind of like redeeming storyline. Like they always have like a flashback or a reason why.
Yeah, which is annoying.
Infinity War worked because it was like almost Thanos you could see as the protagonist of that story. That was his story, and he got his happy ending at the end of Infinity War. And it's like, okay, fine, I don't agree with his methods, but like I can at least understand what he was trying to accomplish. It makes him kind of interesting. It inspires some kind of discussion. Yeah. Like with Dar-Ben, for example, from the Marvels. What the fuck was her?
Bad writing. That's the fuck Dar-Ben was. Jesus Christ. Like, they kill off Dar-Ben in the stupidest way possible. Nothing mattered. And now Dar-Ben's dead. There goes your shot to have, like, the war with the Shi'ar Empire, the X-Men, you stupid motherfuckers. Jesus.
But it's like, she needed both Bangles to be safe, and both Bangles killed her.
Yep. And then... yeah, like the fight between her and Captain Marvel, I was like, I don't feel anything. I don't feel any hint of emotion in this fight because like you've got no history together.
Well, they kind of have like a slapdash history. Captain Marvel goes in, kicks some ass, takes out the AI, and rocks falling.
Yeah, but that's flashbacks, and they had no direct interaction with each other throughout this whole story.
Well, the actions of Captain Marvel fucked her planet, so you could always look at that as being a reason for being upset. And I won't make any sort of political sort of connections.
And he didn't. No, it was great. It all worked out in the end. Yeah. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is the screenshot of her face when it's all fat and round and she's smiling.
With what was up with the teeth too? That really bothered
I don't know. Did they ever explain?
She like had a rapper's grill. I don't understand.
Be intimidating.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
When I watched the trailer, I thought she was deaf. Like I thought that because her character was because she sounded like a deaf person when they talk, and I was like, oh, is she deaf? Is that like who they're going for now? Like I don't know how this works anymore.
Watching her try to swing that hammer like Ronan the Accuser, like I assume this hammer was just like plastic thing and it was like empty, but even then she was still struggling with it. You can see like she was having to work really hard to lift it up, and like it just looks so sad, man. It's like her fight scenes were so slow and so clunky and just so awkward.
Everything about the movie is slow and clunky.
Yeah.
Did anyone like the non-binary at the end?
There's a non-binary?
Cameo of Beast. Well, she's binary, but she looks non-binary.
Oh, that's the joke.
Oh, yeah. It's like Maria Rambeau.
I mean, everyone was really excited to see her, of course. Everyone went crazy. Everyone was like, oh my God, it's Storm.
Remember her?
The Young Avengers was so shit, they literally had to follow it with the X-Men.
Yeah.
Great movie, though. I give it 5 stars.
There you go. 5 stars out of 100. I was just going to read out a quick super chat here from Levy Holler. Says, cheers, drinker. If you like Anthony Mackie as an actor, then a fun palate cleanser might be Twisted Metal. What with it being a video game series originally, I'd be very interested to hear your opinion on it. Here's $50 for some whiskey. Thank you very much. And yeah, like apparently Twisted Metal was pretty decent. So I need to give it a watch.
Yeah, you know, I've been beat down, drinker, for like 20 years with Twisted Metal because it was my favorite.
I'm not surprised.
Dude, Twisted Metal 1, 2, even 3. I loved 3. I even liked 4 because, you know,
Twisted Metal Black was good.
Oh, yeah, dude. And even Rob Zombie's always playing in the background. It was freaking great. And then, of course, it went off a cliff and was just shit like forever after that. And so I just didn't trust it. So when I heard about Anthony Mackie's Twisted Metal, I was like, yeah, I don't trust that. I'm not going to watch that. So. No.
Is he playing Axel?
I don't know. That's you would think because I'm pretty sure that's the only black guy in Twisted Metal.
I thought he was Spectre.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It might be actually. I just felt because he's quite buff, I figured he could have played Axel quite well.
Why would they have a black guy play it? He's not playing Axel. That's to do with the 2 wheels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's playing Spectre. Totally. They wouldn't force him to be Axel. That's racist.
Oh, his name is just John Doe.
Wait, what?
It's just his name in the show is just John Doe.
So
he has a
new random character.
John Doe, yeah.
Well, the first season's a setup to basically the tournament, so it's just him going. It's basically more of a romance show between him and a girl called Choir.
What fun?
What?
Well, it's the blood.
He meets this silent girl. She talks eventually, but I think she's called Choir for ages. And then it's basically more of a romance between him and her.
Interesting.
Sweet Tooth comes in it, but like he's okay sometimes, and then a bit too ridiculous the others. Like he's running around with his hair on fire, but it's like for an hour. It's like your head would just melt
for an hour. Well, that's the character.
Yeah, it's like put your hair on fire sounds, but like it's like at this point I should see bone, and he's not even scorched.
Yes, that's the character.
So it's not like a magical thing. Like his hair is just legit on fire.
Yeah, he just goes, set my hair on fire. Like he's fine when he's doing that, but it was like he drove around for an hour and his head's still on fire. like he just rubs it off. He just rubs it off, and it's like there's not even like bone.
He's magic.
Okay. Future hair fire because it's post-apocalyptic. It's fine. It's the new fire. Doesn't
you know
burn.
when we were kids, we never asked questions about Sweet Tooth's hair. It just worked. It's like he's a fucked up clown. That's all.
You're right.
Yeah, like I thought he was
Brie
magical.
Larson's a great actress. You don't question it.
He's played by Simone Joe.
Oh.
And then voiced by Will Arnett. Yeah. Oh, he's a wrestler. Do you know who Simone Joe is?
No, of course not.
That's
what,
big,
like the wrestler?
Yeah, I see him.
Wrestler?
Yeah, Joe, yeah.
Yeah.
Will Arnett voices him.
Like
oh God,
Simone Joe was from like the 80s or something. He's been.
Well, he's back in AEW, so it's kind of a bit of a comeback. So he's in there, see Sweet Tooth, and then he's dubbed over by Will Arnett.
Okay. Will Arnett does have a good voice for that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, he sounds good.
He's got a very gravelly sort of voice.
Very good in Lego Batman. That's why I watched that because
I like him in pretty much everything I see him in. He was in Hot Rod. That was funny.
Yeah,
I do like in your videos, Reaper, when you sometimes use like the Will Arnett Batman thing from the Lego movie when he's pissed off and he just goes like, it just fucking rotates like 360 degrees.
It's fine.
I was going to say as well, like, they've started to announce the casting for Fantastic Four, right? So,
I haven't seen it. Who's been cast?
So it's not 100% confirmed yet, but they are in talks to cast Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards.
No,
because if there's one thing we need, it's more fucking Pedro Pascal.
What is it, dude? What is it? What is it with Hispanics taking all our jobs?
Oh boy.
Would you say they're taking our gerbs?
They're taking our jobs. Please, Jesus. With his little mustache. He's a great actor, but he shouldn't tweet. He should never tweet again. And he should leave Last of Us because that show's trash, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think he's obviously flavor of the month in Hollywood, and he is just getting cast in everything right now.
Well, he sucks a mean dick.
Wow.
He is a proud
my
ally.
theory.
Yeah.
Damn. He lets them thumb him, the executives. That's all you got to do.
I'm so sick of Twitter gaslighting people into believing he's attractive. I wish he would
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, he looks like he like stands outside Home Depot looking for jobs. I'm just being honest. You know,
I thought you were going to go if he looks like a pedophile, but you know.
we need either some women or some gay guys like who can confirm this if Pedro Pascal is attractive. In fact, I'll put it out to chat, right? Because I'm pretty
chat
sure
is not
like
a good barometer. That's
I was
like,
gonna say like it's probably 97% men, but like okay.
you need to
like,
make a
Jared,
stock
It's
account on
100%
Twitter.
positive now.
Is Pedro Pascal somewhat attractive? Press
Is
Y
Daddy
for
Pedro
yes and for no.
he's
Yeah.
stoic. Like he's got a little bit of stoicness to him, which is it helps a little bit. But
Let's see the Y and N's here. I'm getting a lot of no's. Someone says he looks like a ferret.
he does look like a ferret. Holy shit! I've never thought of that before. He looks like
I really liked him in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I thought he was really fucking funny in that.
I like him in plenty of stuff. It's just weird how he keeps popping up and everything. I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
they keep casting like one Hispanic person for everything. Because who was it before Pedro? It was Danny Trejo, wasn't it? He was just the only Hispanic.
Hey, he's
Well,
allowed to be in
John-
everything. Okay.
John
Like, you
Leguizamo as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got
Sound
like
was
2,
almost
3
like
Hispanic
40
spots.
years ago.
that was a
Yeah.
long time ago. Yeah, no, it's like that little red hair girl that's in everything on Netflix. She was in Stranger Things, in that weird slasher like trilogy film recently.
Oh, was she in The Whale as well?
She was in The Well. She's in she's like in every.
She's not a bad actress.
She's great. She does a great
I'll
job.
give her that.
Sadie Sink, right?
I think
Wouldn't
so.
expect all of you to even know her name. That's fine.
I'll go with that. No, if you say the fact that you know her right off the top of your head. Okay. You've
Stranger
done some-
Things, man. I know all the
done some
actors' names in
research.
that. It's part of my job, you goober.
I was just thinking about when you said redhead. I was like, oh, not that girl that was in Falcon the Winter Soldier. Like, freaking
Oh,
Jesus.
Carly Morgenthau is that
Oh,
girl, right?
God,
How'd you
they
know her
tried
name?
so hard to make her a
She's
thing.
in fucking
How
everything.
do you know all the
She was in
redheads?
Willow. She was in that. She was in.
Oh, he's got a
Solo.
fetish.
No, she's always.
Any redhead, you know the
That's
name
what I
of.
don't understand. 'cause,
Yeah.
maybe I can hot take it here. I don't know if Drinker already said it, but like I think Pedro Pascal's a good actor, capable of really great acting. Carly Morgenthau, I don't get it. Like I've never seen her do any acting that I was like, oh, that's good. It's always been like, eh.
Well, she's
Yeah.
ultimately diverse. She's a ginger and black as well, so she's like mega diverse. She's like diverse squared.
She is like the holy grail of diversity. I didn't think it was even possible to fuse ginger with black, but they found a way.
In a lab.
Yeah,
She's just like
it's like
skin of an
guys,
alligator.
scientists with a bunch of fucking test tubes and like, we've done it. We've found
Blood
a
of
way
a
to make
shark.
it happen.
What a depressing life that would be. Have all that. It's like you have all this fair skin, but you can't even go outside to still box. Like what the fuck? Be awful.
Yeah, she can't act to save her life. Like her performance in Willow was.
And that's
I don't even know how to say
alongside
it. Like,
fucking Warwick Davis,
the
who has
black
one of the
ginger
worst
girl.
performances in history in Willow.
the only one.
yeah, Warwick was just checked out of that one.
Oh,
was
Willow
those-
was so terrible. I went through the trouble of pirating that shit when they took it off of Disney to do a review of it. I couldn't make it past episode 3. Oh my god.
I don't blame you in the slightest. Like, and the fact that it's been now like deleted from Disney's servers, like it's no
Says
longer even
so
available on
much.
Disney Plus. Yeah,
Oh,
they want to unalive that show.
Didn't he put out a tweet about that saying it's
Yes.
shameful?
He said it was
Yeah.
shameful. The director said it was bigoted in some way. I forgot to write back. Why don't you? Oh, can I say delete yourself, but with the K?
What, kill yourself?
Oh, I can say kill yourself again. That's what I was looking to say. I said that to Dan Slott, who works at Marvel. He didn't take too kindly to it, but I reaffirm it. Life isn't for everybody, Dan. Look into it.
Yeah, I don't know how everybody stays on Twitter but me saying things.
Oh, it feels good to say what I really
You
think.
son of a bitch. No, I got yeeted immediately, and it was over nothing. And it's crazy because I was, I had like a month booked out on my show, and because Twitter, and when I got yeeted off Twitter, I was like, I couldn't get in contact with anybody. Drinker, I emailed Drinker, and it worked. But other than that, no, it was a travesty. So I finally got a booking agent Twitter that's controlled not by me, and all of a sudden now I can schedule people again. It's crazy.
It doesn't matter. You make a new account, nobody gives a shit. My God,
Shit.
nobody's paying you.
I did it, Gundam. I did it and got banned immediately.
You just keep coming back. Like it doesn't stop. Short fat otaku. He's on like his 10th account.
It's like the meme with the Simpsons. He throws the guy out and he's in the bar again like immediately.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean that's the first, I think, confirmed word that we've had on the Fantastic Four movie. Pedro Pascal being in talks to play Reed Richards. Interesting, actually, that they picked an older guy as well, because normally the thinking is that we have to get a guy who's in like his 20s because he can sustain this franchise for at least the next 10 to 15 years.
Yeah,
It's all about thinking ahead. But like with Pedro, like, well, yeah, okay, he's like into his 40s now, so
They're probably going to have it where Reed Richards has kids, like in the comic book. So they'll also be mutants. This will tie into the X-Men. That's the thinking, I think.
his time's gonna be freed up soon when he gets to sit in golf club.
Yeah, he will. Yeah.
Oh,
will Sue Storm cheat on him with Namor? Think
Could
that'll be the
happen.
plot? He's just watching, or he's just watching in the cupboard,
wait, I
going, "Yes,
forgot.
Sue."
No, it won't happen. I forgot Namor is also Latin American now.
No.
God damn it, Camelot's right.
you knew it. It
Every time.
never fails ever.
The other thing I was going to talk about briefly was after the resounding success of the Marvels, you know, now that everyone's really bought into like a trio of female heroes in their superhero movies, all, you know, MCU, girl power, all that. Sony thought it'd be a good idea to release their first trailer for Madam Web.
Yep.
Honestly, not a better time to drop that trailer. You're right.
Yeah.
I think fantastic. Yeah, like read the room, guys. Like good job.
Yeah, when you hit the credits of the Marvels, you're like more, and then
At
so
least,
I wasn't even familiar with this character because I know very little about comic book stuff, and like the what I pulled from this trailer is that she's basically Spider-Man, but she can also see the future briefly, and so she can try and like reinterpret it and redo it so that she can.
Everything I've known about Madam Web is she's like this old lady that can see the threads of time and all this other crap. She ends up helping Peter Parker a number of times in his adventures, but she was never depicted as young that I've seen. Maybe after I quit reading Marvel comics around the time of when they made Nick Fury black. It's not racist. It's just I'm tired. Maybe they changed something, but overall, yeah, this, I don't know, man. I fucking hate Marvel now. I wish it'd die.
yep.
Oh,
don't worry,
kill
they'll
yourself.
take care of that. Yeah.
Well, let's have a quick look at the trailer, shall we? And I'll stop it at various points to avoid copyright because, you know,
Who'd want to? Oh wait, it's
that's
Sony.
the world
They
we
probably
live
would
in.
copyright you for this trash.
yeah, it's like we don't even care.
It's like you're
Is this
literally
just gonna
digging
be-
through garbage and they're trying to get you.
Let's take
Our
quick look.
garbage.
Yeah, let's own it.
So is this going to be Craven and Morbius? Just all over them.
Oh, it's the trailer.
Hey, come on. Get your
Hey,
stuff.
diverse ladies.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Yes, Queen.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
Look at that. She failed.
This
Failed
is Final
first time.
Destination.
Right.
It's just Final Destination, but with spiders.
I just
Yeah, I think this idea of being able to see the future and like try to influence it, like it can work. Like
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow made it work when you repeat the same thing over and over. But like this, I don't think it even is that. You just get to see a short way ahead of you. And
Exactly,
you-
yeah.
Maybe I don't know how many opportunities you get to fix it, but
it's probably one. And for like Edge of Tomorrow, what was it? It was like theorized that he was there for thousands of years or something, and that's how he got so proficient at everything or something.
No, I think you might be thinking of Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day, yeah, same. Yeah, so he's there for such a long period of time. And this is probably a once and done. I do love when the trailer starts, and it's, dude, I don't know what it is. Every time I go to Target, every time I see a commercial, which is very rare, or open Netflix, there's always a black lady, a Hispanic lady, and then an ambiguous lady, and then maybe a white lady. Maybe you might get the white lady, and they had all 4 of them bitches. I'm like, how is it? What are the odds? What are the odds that all 4 of them ended up in the same place at the same time again? It's crazy.
They ticked all the boxes with
they
this
have
one.
To get them, but at least they gave the little red hair girl something. Jesus, finally.
Let's see what else we got.
Let's try that again. A week ago, I spent my life racing against time.
I'm gonna help you out today, okay?
Trying to save people who were running out of it.
Jackie!
Until one moment changed everything.
Is this where she got bitten by a radioactive spider by any chance?
Maybe. Or
Isn't,
time-active spider.
Isn't Scott Adams, isn't he supposed to be Uncle Ben, but young?
I don't know. I think I saw Derek from Step Brothers. I think I just saw that.
That'd be awesome.
I thought I saw Derek.
I've heard Uncle Ben's in the story. I think it's Scott Adams.
Let's see.
Come on! Welcome back to the land of the living.
Oh,
I don't understand what's happening. I've been having visions.
oh, drop that. It is Derek. It is Derek, and from Step Brothers. I love that guy. Oh shit!
I knew he was gonna die. I think I'm seeing the future.
New York City's a whole new level of crazy these days.
That I think we can all agree on.
Yeah.
Sadly.
What do you want from me?
Imagine my shock that the white guy is the villain of this piece.
And he's molesting
I-
women.
He might be Middle Eastern a little. I don't know.
He looks pretty white. Like, let's see if I can look at him.
New York City's a whole new level of crazy these days.
This is an emergency. Get off the train.
That man's trying to kill you.
What? Who are you? What is going on?
The acting in this is fucking
It's
stellar.
CW.
That man, he's trying to kill you. He doesn't like diversity as our strength. He's coming
Yeah,
for you.
it's like, who are you? What is going on? I'm so scared right now.
This
Looks
is supposed to be New
surprisingly
York City
cheap,
and so
too.
clean.
And this guy's costume is particularly shocking.
It's very Spider-Man-esque.
I can see the future.
Oh, what the hell?
That's
Didn't
all
see
of
that
them.
coming? That's
Oh, so clunky.
Fucking comedy right there, boys.
Sony just sucks
Strap
at making
yourselves
films.
in.
They really do.
not how it works.
I've seen that man before.
So who is he?
Ezekiel Sims. He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before.
Oh, spiders.
Here comes
Basically, Sony's coming up with their own sort of Spider-Verse is what we're being subjected to. Like, that's why they made Morbius,
Crazy.
all this other bullshit.
Wait, that's why they've got Venom.
Ah, I forgot.
Yep.
Well, they jump starting the
It's
lady
licensing.
Spider-Man.
That's all it is. It's like how can we profit off these names but not get ourselves into tricky contractual territory? Well,
Yeah,
use the
how
rights
can we
that
make
have.
money without the MCU?
Yeah. Which at this point seems like it should be quite easy.
You would think, but then
You'd
they're
have to
like,
hire someone not retarded drinker. And
Yeah.
that's completely
Yeah,
impossible. in
that's
California.
hard now.
you should probably hire a director that has maybe a couple of successful credits, not zero.
You got to find a guy who sounds like Dewey Cox, #1, and then he's gonna be like, "We gotta get rid of all those Jews and the Chinese or something." And they'll be like,
Anyone.
Okay, get rid of this guy.
anyone darker than me out right now.
We got too many women too close together. They might be kissing and scissoring.
I don't like that.
A suspicious number of women. I like that she was researching time traveling spiders in the Amazon rainforest.
Wait,
'Cause
time traveling spiders.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Those
That's-
spiders that can see the future or something.
Yeah,
What
it makes
else?
sense.
What else would you do in the Amazon? I mean,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you'd steal wood to make tables and ship them to America.
You don't go there to get a suntan, that's for sure.
No.
Or she died.
Wait, I recognize you. You live in my building.
You're the paramedic.
Yeah, you
Whoa.
almost ran me over. You don't think this is weird? How we're all connected?
What do they do?
Oh,
They have
I
to
don't
be
know.
special if they're connected.
Why?
Their periods have all synced up because they've spent
knew
too
it.
much time together.
I knew it was coming. No. I'm just thinking to myself objectively, why are they in the forest and why do they all look like they are about to go out to the club? Like they're all like done up like times 10.
Well, they got off the train. They escaped the evil white man, and they knew he wouldn't go to the park, Central
Yeah.
Park.
How would you? It's terrifying.
Yeah, there's rats out there.
Yeah, dude. No thanks. Mm-mm.
It's honestly like the least weird thing that's happened all day.
See, there's a taxi.
What do you want from me?
I have no idea what those girls are called.
Why don't you run from me?
I think he can see into the future.
What are you wondering?
He's trying to change what happens.
You mean like what you're doing?
Well, I just saw Spider-Woman in the classic black and white outfit. So, is that?
So, did they have the rights to do that? I don't know why I
Yes.
expect you to know, but like,
I would think so, since they have like Spider-Man, they have to have like control over all of Spider-Man's rogues gallery of characters. Spider-Woman kind of kicks it with Spider-Man a bit. She does get in the Avengers at some point, I think.
so could they force Tom Holland to come in as Spider-Man? Just
I
to
think this is
be in-
all leading up to like creating their own universe, so they could use Tom Holland and stuff because he can't carry a film on his own. That's the thing.
Well,
Name
yeah,
a Tom
like
Holland movie where he's the lead and no one's helping him.
Uncharted. Oh wait, no, that was shit.
Uh-oh.
Well, wait, that
No
wouldn't
Way
count anyway
Home.
because he's
Oh,
not
hold
on his
on.
own in that anyway, right? You got the IP and you got the Mark Wahlberg and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's not a lack of trying, and to be fair, I think he's a really good actor. So
That dude's a
talking
fucking co-star in his
office
own
draws at that point.
relationship. Zandra walks around and he follows her with a fucking camera. It's pathetic. Nothing personal, dude, if you're watching.
No, I mean he's
If you
yeah,
watch
no.
it.
That's what's going to happen when you're 6 inches shorter than your girlfriend.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
damn. You gonna go there? The only reason you can do that is because you're like 6'2".
yeah,
Well, drink is speaking from
I look
experience.
down on humanity and I laugh.
Yeah, I'm like I'm not that bad. I'm like 5'11", and I go to Houston and meet up with everybody and drinkers up
5'11" is
there.
pretty much like being
Yeah.
5'2" to women.
Yeah, dude. God, it was awful. Like Drinker, Rakita, everybody.
Rakita's fucking huge.
All of them
Chris
are-
Gore's like 6 foot at least.
Oh my God, Jesus. At least
Yeah.
I had Gary. I had Gary
Did-
covered.
Did you get your did you put on some cowboy boots? That gives you an easy 2 inches, my dude.
Yeah, dude. That's what. And I was still a baby compared to Drinker. It
What
sucked.
the hell?
Mhm.
You got the wrong shoes on.
You know too much about this.
Of course I do. I'm built like Spider-Man.
Julia, get down!
Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me?
Your future was almost so different.
Why do we?
Whoa.
If you want to live, you have to trust me.
Yeah, this is a Spider-Verse thing with a whole bunch of spider fucking people.
Yeah.
Now!
So you're saying it's going to be great.
Yeah.
This
I'm
is
chomping at the
legit
bit.
like a CW show. I honestly expected it any second for it to kick in and go, I'm a woman.
No, it's this song. I don't know if it's just me or but I feel like every time I see a girl boss like trailer, it has this song behind it.
It has like some music that sounds like Billie Eilish farted
Yeah.
it out of her ass.
Yeah.
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 Oh, it's got women in it.
Wow. Can you believe it? The 83% demographic of males are definitely going to be excited for this one. It's like rest in peace.
Then when you don't see it, you get told you're a
Maybe
bigot.
little.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Madame
Yeah.
Wally. What a
Good job,
bad
Sony.
choice.
Good job. Wow.
Makes me
Read the
miss
room.
Morbius.
Yeah. It's spider time.
It's Morbin time.
Yeah. God. Yeah. This one will definitely underperform compared
$1 billion
to
at the box office.
Shit. It'll be even worse than the Marvels by a mile. It's over.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think all these studios that have commissioned, all these superhero movies probably like 3-4 years ago, and now they're finally like almost ready to release because that's how long the development cycle is. They're
Yeah.
just thinking, fuck, we really shouldn't have done this. Like,
at this point, they're like, you know what? We're gonna write all this shit off on taxes. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about
Batgirl it. Honestly, Batgirl it. It's probably easier in a lot of
It'd
cases.
be smarter.
Just burn all the footage.
Then we can't make videos about it, making fun of you.
I mean, that is true, yeah. I mean, as YouTubers, as content creators, we owe it to ourselves to just embrace it. But man, like when you think about the amount of money that gets wasted on films like this, you just think, man, that could have been used for such better things.
Yeah, like my bank account. I agree.
Yeah. Remember, we got Craven's coming as well, right? For Sony.
Wait, Craven the Manhunter?
Yeah, they're making the Craven movie.
No way. You
We
can't
don't know
make
about
a
this?
movie out of Craven. It's not enough meat there. He's too boring, in my opinion.
Gundam, there's a full trailer. Russell Crowe is in it.
Ugh.
And his dad's more Craven than he is.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, it looks to be like a series. It's almost like Sony were like, wait, Marvel, we want to have our flops too.
Sony is so fucking stupid. They can't even do decent video games anymore. Now we're getting all these crap movies.
He's got fat Russell Crowe as his dad. That's my favorite Russell Crowe, to be honest. That one movie where he just chases that girl from Road Rage all day to try to kill her. It's a great movie.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a movie. I watched it like a year ago. Russell Crowe gets in road rage with a girl at like a gas station. The rest of the movie is him chasing her, trying to kill her. The whole movie. It is awesome. And Russell Crowe's just
out of the most superhero.
The film was meant to probably scare you in some way to make you think about yourself as a white man. You're like, hell yeah, get her, tailgate that bitch.
Like, come on, let's go, Russell Crowe. I was cheering for him the whole time.
Did he ever explain why he was so angry?
Yeah, well, it's like one of those things where I don't really remember, but it's like he lost his job, his wife left him, and all this.
So he's just gonna kill a woman.
It's Tuesday.
Had a bad day. Yeah, he had a bad day.
We've all been there, okay?
So he's like, you know what? This lady yelled at me at the gas station, killing her.
Yeah, the Joker was right. All it takes is one bad day to remove.
It's just a spin-off of the Falling Down universe, you know? It's just trying to...
Falling Down was a good movie. We're not getting anything like that ever again.
No.
Oh, man. I love it.
A white guy that like starts just wrecking shit in a way we were like, yeah, dude, stick it to him.
Yeah, I find myself always pulling for the bad guys now. What happened? I don't understand. It's like, please, man, come on. I want
Marvel can't even write bad guys anymore when you think about it.
No, they always try to make them weirdly redeeming, and I'm like, oh,
yes,
this is strange. I don't
like
know.
Have you not dated women? Sometimes people are just flat out evil.
Yeah, all of them. Some
all
of
the people are evil.
All of the women are bad. No, like it's like all of them.
Zing.
Come on now.
Drake is back and he's like, yeah, it's my podcast. Women are
left
evil.
for 1 minute talking about how women are terrible. Yeah.
Well, we were talking about bad supervillains, and then it just spiraled out of control.
This is where it always ends up every goddamn time.
It's like Robin Hood. I just like the
Black
villains.
Robin Hood or White Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, the Robin in the Hood. And I like I just like all the villains, like the police and stuff, because they're just like, we gotta arrest these guys, they're breaking the law, and then that's like their storyline. And the other people are like, yeah, we just gotta keep stealing because it's like helping our community. I'm like, but how? Fuck it. It's like,
yeah,
what?
I just saw some robbery at the iPhone store, and let me tell you, when the alarms went off on the phone, all of these young scholars began throwing the phones in the sewer. That truly helped the community. How, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's all about helping the community.
Yeah,
let's do a few super chats, shall we?
Give us money, please.
All right. Yeah, like let's DSP of this shit. Give us all your money.
I had to watch the fucking Marvels and then edit it, and I swear to God, by the time I got to the 4th minute, I was like, I give up. I can't do this anymore.
I don't want to do this. There's depths that I will not sink to. Let's see here. RRTNZ says Chuck Norris can make a Marvel or DC superhero film that grossed $1 billion, but he'll never be cast as Superman, Batman, or any superhero. Why? Because he's overqualified. That's why. That's very true, actually. Pac-Man says, after seeing the trailer for Madame Web, I think that a more interesting movie to watch would be the story of how Sony stole the Panda Stone from Disney.
They're trying. They're all trying.
They chipped off like a little stone of it and then ran away. And
yeah. Because I thought Sony learned their lesson after Ghostbusters. I thought maybe, maybe that was the disaster that kind of sparked all this off. Maybe they know we're not going to do this stuff anymore.
You want to walk into some of these places and just say, "Are you retarded?" over and over again until maybe they're like, "Yes,
yes, we are." Yeah. Elsie Le Pen. Seen the discourse over Coyote versus Acme at Warner Brothers? A Looney Tunes film nearly done, canned, and then uncanned as a tax write-off. Wonder what this might mean. What the hell? I don't know about this movie.
Yeah, it's the John Cena's in it as well, right, or something, and it got put away.
Oh, right, it's a modern one.
Really selling it to me.
Yeah. And people got sad that it was cancelled and shelved and whatever, even though it's fully complete, and now it's back up for grabs, I guess. I don't know. I guess enough people have complained.
I paid to see Drinker and Gundam fight, but Drinker has to be on his knees. What?
I fought men taller than me my whole life. Wolverine's 5.
The trick is to bring a gun.
You just like Steve Rogers, or I can do this all day. God damn it! I think my greatest moment was fighting Shad with an actual real sword in London in a pub.
My greatest moment was surviving a knife fight and escaping the police.
Damn, man. Kelly Brooks says, "Do you agree that with Cap O, that the killer has a weak story?" Capital opinions, I guess.
Oh no, I think the killer's brilliant, but I know that I'm pretty on an isolated little island with that one. I actually spoke to him about it. I think I may have improved his POV on it, as in, like, I think he thought it was a little bit better after I spoke to him, but I'm not sure. I don't think he thinks it's like one of the worst of like Finch's stuff, but he, as far as I'm aware, loves Finch's work. I wouldn't mind Drinker, you seeing the killers. We can have a chat about it, maybe.
I would like to chat with you about it. Yeah. Okay.
The apprehension in his voice.
No, I want to like get a good understanding of it before I get into that with MauLer. But we'll do that sometime soon. Mitch says, "Did anyone see the Hunger Games? Better than I thought." I don't think anyone's seen it. That's the problem.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I saw that Rachel Zegler's in it, and I was like, yeah, I guess I'm not seeing that. So
yeah, I think that's kind of what most people are feeling right now.
Yeah.
Mr. Luca says, "Longman, are you going to EFAP Stuckman's new video?"
So Chris Stuckman's released a video about how cinema is like falling apart, or the film industry, blah, 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 which is so fucking late to the game. It's so annoying. And he's one of the many people.
Wait. Are you saying that Stuckman waited until it was safe to criticize something and then did it?
Seems that way. But the thing is, the video, and we probably will cover on EFAP at some point. In fact, I wouldn't mind having Drinker for it. I think it'd be super interesting. He says, like, we need to encourage people to buy Blu-rays. We need to encourage people to go back to the theaters, and then, like, things will start to heal. And it's like, okay, as much as those things, I'd like those things to happen, especially to support physical media. And if it helps, I like theaters existing. I don't want it to go away or anything like that. Yeah. But that's not going to fucking fix the quality of film.
Exactly. That's the root. The root cause is the quality. You got to start at the head and cut it off.
Yeah. Why would people collect physical media on new shit if they hate it all? What's the point?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It felt like a weak source video that's come out way too late. And he's not the only one that's doing it. Loads of people are now getting on the train of like, something's wrong with cinema.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's because
really?
Vanity Fair
it's like he's the epitome of the safe, middle-of-the-road normie take on fucking anything. So
I saw this video 5 years ago from Chris Gore.
Like, it's absolutely. There's people,
I've already seen
people
this.
been calling this shit out for fucking ages.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
Next one is Jedi Onlooker, who says, "Good day, Drunkman. Can you get the EFAP lads on soon?" Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm one of them, right? That counts.
You are one of them. Yeah, like Metal's on here quite regularly. We've had Rags on. We've had
Fringy,
we had Fringy on multiple times as well. So yeah, we quite often do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bring every EFAP guy on right now because then it would just be EFAP.
And to be fair, it's funny. People don't really know. They will, though. Drinker's done a lot of stuff with us. It's not even out yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep getting questions like, "Oh, why do you never go on EFAP?" It's like, I'm fucking on it all the time. You just haven't seen it yet. But it'll come. Believe that. Jedi Onlooker also says, when the Loki season 2 when are the Loki season 2 EFAPs releasing? Also, hi Camel Toe.
We've decided to move it until they're completed. So 2 are done. The third one's cooking. There's 6 in total. So as soon as like 5 is done, I'll start releasing them probably.
Okay, reasonable. Robbo says Sony make all their male-led superhero movies bland and mid as fuck. So you can imagine how their female-led version will look. Yeah, I mean, Madam Web, not great.
Well, I mean, yeah, let's be honest. If Madam Web was called Mr. Web and it was just 5 guys, we'd be like, this isn't going to make it good. Like, it's probably going to be shit anyway. But you know, I mean, Morbius wasn't exactly great, was it? Not that anyone saw it.
I mean, it was great depending on your perspective, I suppose. You know,
sure, yeah.
Sometimes it is Morbin time, you know.
It is.
Levi Holler says, hello again. I'm curious on how you all view the idea of video game genres supplanting the superhero genre. Unfortunately, if that happens, it might fall into Hollywood and just end up wrecking what made the games amazing. It's
already happening. You're too late. They're moving towards video games and anime and manga. The superhero film is going to be like baseball movies or westerns in a few more years. It's already happening.
Yeah. Well, he did Halo, and Halo was a nightmare.
Oh, that's because
everyone loved the Halo show. What do you mean?
No,
they loved it almost as much as they loved the Halo games currently.
Halo was so bad, I forgot it existed.
You had Last of Us, which just managed to squeak through, but like I think people kind of know where it's heading, so like that's on borrowed time. But then you had One Piece, which is like adapted from the manga and like did really well. So it's a mixed bag.
Gundam, what's your take on the whole One Piece adaptation thing on Netflix?
I didn't much care for it, even though everybody said it was good. In my opinion, a good Netflix show is a once in a blue moon thing, considering, you know, everything else is so shit. So something comes out that isn't total garbage, and it was like, whoa, we're making amazing strides. If you want to see One Piece, watch the anime. It's so much better. You'll actually feel more, in my opinion. I found myself falling asleep. Jesus fuck. I don't care if people get pissed off about that. You know what else sucks? Spider-Man 2, the game. It sucks cock.
Oh. You mean that Miles Morales isn't Spider-Man? It is in fact only Miles Morales?
You know, swinging through the city is the absolute worst thing because you can't enjoy it. It's always going off. Someone's talking. Miles is giving away his goddamn identity. Peter Parker's a cuck. Oh, Jesus Christ.
More hot takes. Go, go, go.
Yeah. Hit us with them.
Give me energy.
It's just, have you played the game, MauLer? I was falling asleep. Felicia Hardy's bisexual now. She's got to go to Paris to save her girlfriend, but she's still mad at Peter Parker.
I saw the section where you play as Mary Jane, and you're like,
oh God,
up all
that level. Mary Jane's stun gun is better than Peter Parker punching anybody.
Yes,
it's
that was the first thing I noticed. I
was
like, how is she doing this quicker and faster and better than Spider-Man?
She became John Wick, and I'm supposed to sit here and be like, it's cool.
I was didn't the director of the game say like, we don't give a fuck, like we wanted to have those Mary Jane missions in?
Well, I mean, if I could get away with it, I'd kick him in his jaw with the force and fury of a rabid donkey.
Remember they were the worst things about the first game, and he just went, "Yeah, I'm doubling down."
He quadrupled it, dude. The first game I could get through.
The Ashley sections in Resident Evil 4, you didn't need to make her a Terminator. You could just, you know, you can play as and most players don't mind that section's in the game, and they expanded it in the remake one. And I quite liked it. You know, it's all puzzle based instead of
she's vulnerable.
combat.
You know,
yeah, it's
and the Asian cop lady from the last game. I can't even remember her name. Like she comes back. And now she's like a gay version of the Punisher, like really lame.
Oh, Yuri?
But she doesn't use guns. She's like, yeah, Yuri, that's it. She's got sickles and chains. She's fighting toe-to-toe with Spider-Man. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Does she have a superhero name, or are they just like modern ones where they just go, really I'm Yuri, I'm Felicia?
No,
they never have like
really
superhero names. Oh, does she?
I can't remember what the fuck it was. I'd have to turn on like the game to get it because I quit there.
Like Night Pain or something.
It's very close.
Sorry, because I've heard all this shit about like, you know, Miles Morales is now going to be the main character going forward because Peter Parker is like too fucking non-diverse now. So like he's just
Peter Parker needs like his mental health time.
And it's like
Mary Jane.
You know what the problem though,
You're
right?
married to that
shit
Mary
like
Jane, you
this.
need help too.
Shit like this actively makes me dislike Miles when I used to really like him. I thought he was a really cool character.
He wasn't bad in his own game.
Yeah, now it's like, I see what you're fucking doing. You're using him as a weapon in this fucking endless war. He's just like another character that you're going to use to supplant an existing character and take it away from people. Now
the
he's
worst part is,
instead of adding to the Spider-Man mythos, he's now there to like take away from it. So now they can say we've got another one. We've taken another one away from you, and now it's like, right, we've replaced it with Miles. That's what they're trying to do. It's like they're trying to make him cooler, smarter, more capable, better at everything than Peter is. Yeah, and
Peter
like,
Parker says it himself in the fucking game. He's like, "Why do I need to be Spider-Man when we have you?" or some shit. People are posting spoilers, so I'm like done.
Yeah,
that's
the point where I just say, "Fuck off." Fuck off with your bullshit with this.
But you've nailed it with having both of them, and you create a game where you can choose which one you want to play as, you know. And go
sometimes they force you to play Miles, and you have
no. That's what I'm saying. With like for the future, it's like, wouldn't it make more sense to create a game where you can play as with the one
How
you want?
How about we create a game where I only play as Spider-Man, and the DLC is Miles? And if
the thing is, like, this is just going to bleed into every media. Though, so you've got it in the games, like they're now saying that Miles is the main character going forward. You've now got the Into the Spider-Verse movies where Miles is the main character, and like Peter's just a fucking joke at this point. How long is it going to be? I genuinely ask you this: how long is it going to be before that then bleeds into the live action stuff, and like Peter Parker is either erased, or he's going to be neutered, or he's going to go off to find himself, or he's just going to be a joke. He's going to be
Tom Holland has already agreed to this sort of stuff. Remember, he's like, "Oh, I don't mind if like I'm replaced with a more diverse Spider-Man, or if I play Spider-Man and he's bisexual." And I'm like, "Damn, Tom, do you have any balls anywhere?" Nothing personal if you're watching.
Look, Zendaya owns them now.
Look at him. You know he's on some testosterone suppressant and shit.
But this is what I'm getting at here, where it's like I originally liked Miles, because I thought he was a good character with his own story. But now, because they're using him in this way, I see what he represents now. And it makes me actively dislike him, because I dislike what they're using him for. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Didn't they put the wrong flag up in his apartment?
They gave him the fucking Cuban flag, dude.
They couldn't even remember his own ethnicity.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. You can play a deaf black girl and write some BIPOC stuff on the wall. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. What do you write, like BLM or
it's kind of like that.
You're just right, yeah. You can play a deaf black girl and rob someone.
All right. How does she hear if the police are coming? Your plan is flawed.
She's got to see the fucking the blue lights. There's one here. The Modern Warfare 3 campaign was pretty bad. It's a Gundam.
Oh, that's why I didn't buy it.
Oh, okay.
They can go fuck themselves too.
Have you seen Makarov? He's got like a proper baby face. He's like supposed to be like the most evilest man ever, but he's just like, he just looks like a child.
See, I've got Modern Warfare 3, but it's like, I'm pretty sure it's 90% just the multiplayer shit. The campaign is just like a little like appendix that's onto the end of it. Like nobody's gonna play.
Remember when like Call of Duty 4 came out and it was so badass it blew our nuts off?
Yeah. I'll never forget it, Gundam, when I would get into lobbies and everybody would just call me the
racially just roasting each other.
Gosh, and we became friends, Gundam. I'd be like, I'd N-word a guy and he'd F-slur me, and we'd be like going back and forth. Then we'd 1v1. I'd kick his ass or he'd kick my ass, and then he's like, "All right, bro, you want to party up?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And then we're friends 20 years later.
Yeah, those days are over.
Yeah,
that's how we roll.
You wouldn't want to offend someone.
No,
you wouldn't want to misgender anybody.
That is.
Don't you have a snitch feature on PS5 now? You can grass on someone. You can snitch.
Well, because when you sign up for games like that, you have to adhere to the code of conduct, where you have to treat people with respect. And if you're found to have breached those rules, they can just delete your account.
Unless you're in the Middle East.
Then you're fine.
Oh, didn't Spider-Man, the Middle East, have all the flags removed?
All the gay stuff.
Can I get that version?
They don't force you to get the gay kids to go out on prom in the Middle Eastern version. So I immediately changed the region of my game. What? I can't believe you said that, Camelot. Jesus Christ.
As long as your culture is okay with it, then you can do whatever. Unfortunately, I'm white. I'm fucked. I'm last place now. What the hell happened? Like 10 years ago?
Don't worry, you're first in line when the draft comes, brother.
Shit, no, dude, I'm like old as hell. I'm good.
Trapped in the army, do that.
I'm too old for it now. It's great.
You think the draft is going to stop? They're going to catch testosterone in your fucking blood. You're going. You think James Charles is going instead of you, dude? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Dude,
do you think they would take me or Dylan Mulvaney? It's game over. Kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, that dude would just get used up like a fleshlight if they put him out there.
Well, they wouldn't. They kill him first.
I mean, they kill
American Army
first.
I was wasn't the army adverts? They're starting to do all white people in the adverts. You're going, oh,
yeah,
there's a war
that's how you know
coming now.
shit's hitting the fan.
Yeah, war's coming.
The second I saw heterosexual dudes, I was like, uh-oh, got to pull my money out of the market.
Dude, I'm about to download Grindr right now. Holy shit.
Here's a question from Joshua, one of my mods. Hail to Legends. Question for Drinker. When are the Tatiana blow-up dolls dropping on your new merch site? Asking for Muto and Snakes, and definitely not for me. Well, watch this space, I guess. On the merch site right now, it's mostly just t-shirts and hats and all that stuff. But who knows? Maybe one day we'll get blow-up dolls on there as well.
I'm actually pushing Drinker to do more intricate sex dolls for $1,000. We're working with the same company that makes the Tifa sex dolls that Az is just so in love with.
I can get behind that 100%. Yeah, I'm gonna make one of Tatiana, so it'll say like all her favorite phrases, like "Oh my God, please stop! Let me go back to my home country. Why won't you? Why won't you let me go?"
Stuff that keeps you rock hard. Order now.
Exactly. Next one is from Jeff Romadix, who says, "Like I said in your video today, the Marvels is the WNBA of movies. The audience it was geared towards didn't see it, so the audience that it wasn't geared towards is getting blamed for its financial failure." Very true, yeah. Nobody in the general audience was interested in this one. Not Kevin Feige says, "They're right, chat. The Marvel sucks. Let us all go through the cinema multiple times to laugh at how bad this movie is. Please go. Bob is very angry." Apparently Movie Bob is really in.
Oh yeah, Movie Bob was on a warpath.
But then Movie Bob like cuties, so what can you say?
I've heard Movie Bob like a million times, but he's like a myth at this point. I've never seen him. I don't know what he actually looks like. But everyone goes, it's a Movie Bob.
You don't want to know.
I don't think you want to see Movie Bob.
But it's just 100% negative. Everywhere I've went, it's just, it's Movie Bob again.
I think he's legit one of the most unhinged people I've ever seen on fucking YouTube or the internet or anything. Yeah.
He's like two girls, one cup, and I'm the only person who hasn't seen it.
TGP Monster says, in Guardians 3, did they ever acknowledge that Star-Lord caused the snap? Because if he hadn't punched Thanos, then Tony and Strange would have won. No, They never acknowledged that.
James Gunn famously is not happy with Infinity War Endgame and what it did to the Guardians. He didn't want to acknowledge basically any of it.
Yeah, who cares what James Gunn thinks or feels? Unless you're watching. No offense then.
Yeah. Come and talk to us, James. Lillian Deity says, I feel the explosive success of the amazing digital circus warrants some discussion. Indie productions are encroaching on the studio's hardcore now. I don't know what that is. So
maybe like indie comics, like Rippaverse or indie movies and stuff like that. Kind of.
Well, I assume this is like a movie or something. But generally speaking, you've got things like the Rippaverse. You've got like people who are starting to you got people who are starting to do their own productions now, and it does create this rival, I suppose. It's obviously tiny compared to the huge budgets that Hollywood movies have, but
it could grow into more things. You got more partners coming on board that are tired of it, like the Daily Wire. I mean, they got a pretty big budget and they're doing some interesting stuff. But when you told people in 2018, 2019, 2020, if you don't like it, make your own, I feel like they took it literal. So now you have to face them in a couple of years because Disney's not going to change anytime soon. I don't care how many flops they got. They're going to continue doing it because it's like money laundering or some shit. So they're going to continue going that route. So I guess we'll find out.
AG says the Marvel's runtime could have been cut a lot shorter if Darben had only entered the password 12345 to get past everyone's shields. So much could have been cut from that movie.
Yeah, like the whole Nick Fury cat scene or hanging out with the fucking family.
Oh God, you've got Samuel L. Jackson in your movie, and this is what you use him for.
Hey, I've lost respect for the dude when he was like popping off on Twitter for people not liking Brie Larson or the Marvels shit. And fuck him.
Yeah. Mega Spidey Man says, hello. Oh, really loved your chats with Star Wars Theory, Ryan and Cole MauLer. Really interesting and refreshing. Looks like you might have a fourth show on your hands.
Fourth show? I feel like I do 6 per week already or something, but good to hear. Samson the Mighty, Drinker and Panel. I promised a friend that I would go and see the Marvels with her tonight after skipping movie night. Never let it be said that I'm not a man of my word. A salute for me in case I perish. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, good luck watching that shit and figuring out what the hell's going on. There were points of the film where I just sort of passed out and came back into consciousness, and you don't really miss anything.
You know how there's movies like you take a girl to it and it's like, I'm probably going to get laid at the end of this, so it's worth it. Like, this isn't worth it.
No.
Yeah, that's why I always dated like women that lived on the fringe, you know, musicians, art chicks, strippers. I don't recommend porn stars, to be honest with you. Like, definite loyalty issues there. Learn from me, kids.
It's the ones you know aren't going to be around very long, right? That's the ones you intentionally go for. I had a girl trick me into going and seeing Twilight when it came out in theaters, the first Twilight. She's like, we got to see this movie. I read the books. It was a travesty, and I never fell for that shit again, ever.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, you're not going to get a stripper asking you about Twilight. I guarantee you that. But you might have the police chase you. That's another thing I don't recommend because just because I got away from the cops doesn't mean that you can in 2023, kids.
Yeah. Glippy says, I graduate today. Should I be a minimum wage worker for the rest of my life or chase my dreams? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go for chase the dreams.
Go for chasing your dreams if you got some youth left behind. You know, if you genuinely have talent, chase your dreams. But also, if you don't have any luck, you might want to give up sooner rather than later because talent doesn't mean anything without any luck in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you have no talent, no luck, don't worry about dreams.
If you don't have any talent or luck, get on TikTok, do the stupidest shit you can, jump face first into your camera. Before you know it, you're the biggest streamer on YouTube. God bless you.
Just tell all you have to do, turn your camera on, light some fireworks in your room.
Right in your ass. You got to upstage the last
right in your
guy.
ass, yeah.
Yeah, talk.
Like, if you hate your own body, just do mukbang videos.
Yeah,
you can make it.
You could tell women directly to their face that you're going to assault them, and then YouTube will just give you a Streamer of the Year award in 6 months. So you'll be fine. Don't forget to false flag everybody you see too. You gotta do that. You gotta.
It also helps to be a minority when you try these things.
Yes.
Damn it! All right,
it's too late, bro. It's over.
High yellow does not work. I'm living proof.
You're just basically what? No, it's over.
Yeah, I've been accused of that during BLM. It was a really hard time for me.
A virus that's going to destroy the world. Muscle leads with charisma and a cybernetic warrior trying to stop them. Why is Hobbs and Shaw more like Terminator than the actual Terminator Dark Fate movie? What's your thoughts?
I never saw Hobbs and Shaw.
It had The Rock, so I actively avoided it. That man can't act to save his fucking life.
No, he is just The Rock in everything he does. I mean, it had Jason Statham in it. It had... Damn, who is it?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, that was it, yeah.
The black guy for everything. You need something to work at Idris Elba. Either race swap at Idris Elba.
He's like The Rock, but he can actually act. He's like way too good for that movie.
I just prefer Keith David. Why don't we have him in everything? Just put him in everything. I'm cool with
it. He's too old now.
Snipes.
Wesley Snipes could still do it. That's the thing. I would see him play Blade again. I would be all right with that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Careful what you wish for. They might throw him in as a cameo as Old Man Blade, who's sad and depressed or something.
And his daughter.
They would totally do that. Samson the Mighty also says, everyone, have you seen the Kraven the Hunter trailer? It looks like what Morbius and Venom should have been, and an R-rated bloody good time. What's your thoughts?
He hates his dad. That's the story. It's just, my dad's the real Kraven, and I just hate him. That's basically it.
My dad is white.
I mean, I thought it was kind of
ashamed of him.
Oh, Russell Crowe.
Play the High Note says, does anyone find it funny how Director X is willing to lecture anybody on morals, yet he worked with R. Kelly as recently as 2014 on a music video? I mean, you know, Director X was surely my benchmark for like what a decent human being should be, and you know, a man of integrity.
Did the Chocolate Factory come out in 2014? It was hard to deny those hits. He was the Pied Piper of R&B.
Yeah, he's taking it personal when people were criticizing his TV show, but literally, like, us YouTubers are the only people that have given it any sort of life online.
Relevance,
you know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was a real person? That was the guy talking to like the dude with the crystal ball head, right?
Yeah, that was the guy.
That wasn't a meme?
That was real.
Wow.
That was legit. He's a real director, you know, as real as it gets. So yeah, he's mad. Mr. Wise Guy says, I'm thinking of shooting my first short film in nearby woodland. It will be about Jason's casual days without those pesky teens bugging him. Wish me luck. I'd go with that. Yeah. I'd like to see him go to like Starbucks and stuff, just trying to order some coffee. Just normal stuff. Yeah. Anthony Push or Puck says, Drinker, who's the most underrated doctor? I'd have to go with Sean Pertwee. Also, Elizabeth Sladen was mighty fine back then. No Jenna Coleman, but damn. Underrated Doctor Who. This is a tough one. What was the guy who wore like the cricket overcoat and like he had a stick of celery in his pocket?
It's the Fifth Doctor, right?
It was, yeah. I'm trying to remember the actor's name. Hold on. It was... oh, yeah, Peter Davidson. That's the one. Yeah, he's probably the most underrated for me. I always liked his energy. I liked his... you know, he was like the first Doctor they had that was kind of younger and a bit more energetic and stuff. And yeah, I liked him. I thought he was decent. But I don't know if he gets that much respect now.
So you're not looking forward to the new one and his transgendered companion called Rose?
I can't wait to not watch it.
I might just tune in to see the drag queen Jinx Monsoon play the villain just to see what happens.
What's been the deal with the David Tennant movies or, you know, Doctor Who specials that have come out?
I don't know if it's out
yet. Well, they're not out yet, right? Yeah.
I thought I thought they were supposed to come out in like the autumn time.
Oh no, if they were out, I would know about it because real BBC would have been lit up like fireworks over there.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's a Christmas or something.
Okay. Yeah, that feels like the last little, you know, member berry of like good Doctor Who before we get back to the shit again. But you know, everyone loves Jodie Whittaker, I'm sure. Yeah, I've got a couple of new members as well. Majita Smilanik, welcome aboard, and Bad Gamergate. So thank you guys. Timmy04 says, favorite Gene Hackman movies? Mine has got to be Mississippi Burning. Ooh. Mine's is probably Crimson Tide, I think.
I like the one where he's a basketball coach.
Coach Carter, yeah.
Yeah. I vaguely remember this.
French Connection as well. Fucking, yeah, classic Gene Hackman. But yeah, that'd probably be my choices.
I really like him in Unforgiven. I think that he's super important to that film.
No, he really is.
I saw a picture of him recently, and like he was like out in the wild, and I did not know he was like 170. I was like, oh my gosh,
he's in his 90s now. Yeah,
he's so old. Damn, what the? I didn't know that.
I thought it was a really shitty thing that they like photographed him. It's like he retired like 20 years ago. He's not a public figure anymore. Just like, and the headline was effectively like "Old man looks old now." Like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, it's just I guess it was jarring because I just didn't realize it. You know, you think to yourself, Gene Hackman's probably like 70, right? No, he's way older. I was like, I did not know that.
A guy who was active in like the 1960s and 70s, like he's a fair old age now.
Yeah,
guys like him and Clint Eastwood, like they're not going to be around much longer.
Yeah.
And it's sad times. It really is. Campbell Peterson says Billy Kang is not my villain. He's just a variant who claims that he's the one, but I don't give a fuck. All right.
Okay.
Waylon Bicephus says Anita hand job or Amanda hug and kiss. I think we could all do with Amanda hug and kiss, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can we? Cirrhosis of Liver says previous episode of Robbie and Hood had a man getting interrogated by the sheriff of Rottingham and a person in a bunny costume with an electric cattle prod. I'm dead serious. What the fuck is this show even, man? I don't know. I think you'd have to speak to Az or Disparu. They're like the only people on the whole internet that are watching it. So, it's baffling. Kevbot says, it's much more entertaining to watch MauLer's 5-hour review of the Marvels than to sit through a 90-minute film.
No, that doesn't even exist.
Not yet, anyway.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I would recommend not bothering with it, to be real with you. It's a really bad film. Like, it's Dial of Destiny bad.
Pretty much. Canada Plus says, thoughts on the PS5 Portal, Slim, or Spider-Man 2?
Oh, it's the best way to describe it is the Steam Deck with Down syndrome. Don't waste your money. Like literally, you can't use it without internet connection.
So is this like a new PlayStation like portable thing?
Yeah, like you put it on
Deck?
your. Yeah, you could use it to play your PlayStation games on it or some crap. It's like a shitty version of Steam Deck. It's garbage.
Right. Okay. Professor R2 says, I love when the Marvels were herding kittens and Nick Fury said, I've had it with these motherfucking cats on this motherflurking space station. That would be great.
Remember that.
Did you like the fact as well, like when people are having a gunfight on the bridge of this space station, they're shooting these like high-powered like plasma guns at the windows and they don't
break. I noticed that too.
Yeah.
It's great, yeah. It's like the set designers just thought, fuck it.
It reminds me of that one in Metal Gear Solid 1 when there's gas everywhere on that one floor and you can't shoot anything because they're like, hey, you're going to cause an explosion, Snake. You can't use your weapons. And then the guys find you and shoot you. Like everybody, like their little exclamation points come up and they just shoot you in the face. I'm like, they get to shoot me. What the hell? Why can they shoot me? And I can't shoot back. This is dumb as fuck.
Avarith says, have you finished House of Usher? No, I've got like 2 episodes to go, I think. I got held up because I was doing a bunch of other stuff, but I've liked it so far. I'll be interested to see what the ending is. Blue Collar Loser says, taking my son and nephew to see Private Ryan on Sunday, 25th anniversary. Shit, I feel old. I keep telling people to take our kids to see good movies when we can. Yeah. Saving Private Ryan. I mean, you can't beat that, really.
It's a good.
Never saw it in the cinema.
Yeah, I can't watch Saving Private Ryan. I've watched some of that movie and I just think of, my God, those men died for all the shit that's going on now.
Like, what have we done with the world that they died for?
Dylan Mulvaney's Woman of the Year. And I just cry watching Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Because I know that's going to be me and Camelot in another 4 years.
I look forward to it.
Morocco
you look
says,
different in person, brother, but at least you didn't look queer. Like, thanks a lot.
When is MauLer going to put a chick in EFAP and make it gay? Baggage Claim and Little Platoon are always great guests. Hi Gundam, what's new with DSP?
What's going on with DSP? There's a lot of begging going on with Darkside Phil. Lots of it. A meltdown where he tells everyone that he's successful and he's not a failure. Leaks of his wife. She's blown up like a balloon. She is absolutely massive. So there's a lot going on in the pig pen. I'm not going to like bore you with the details. I'll start my own show for that.
It's like, what? It's like, hey, Gundam, what's going on with DSP lately? It's like his wife's fat as hell. It's like, oh,
yeah, she's absolutely
current DSP event.
I honestly expected you to just be like, I don't fucking know, and then we get this really detailed report on his life.
I've been working on a DSP video since the stupid podcast he did with Side Scrollers, where he basically exposed himself for the goofball he is. So I've had to keep tabs on everything going on. It's probably one of the biggest banes of my existence, but it wasn't worse than the Marvels. So there's that.
That is true, yeah. Nizanik says, "Hail to Drinker, MauLer, and Gundam." Thank you.
Hey,
Ola.
Matthew.
Oh, we don't exist.
I mean, yeah, you guys are not important enough to get a mention, I guess.
You haven't made it to the big leagues yet, boys.
Damn.
I mean, what I meant to say there was Hail Drinker, MauLer, Gundam, Reaper, and Camelot. So yeah, I misread it.
Hey, Camelot, how does it feel to be last and the one that gets the just before?
Yeah. It's like, what is your name again?
My ex-wife felt the same way.
Matthew Grumman says, "Hey, cheers to all. MauLer, have you read Arthur Machen or Machen? He's supposed to be the progenitor of cosmic horror. Stephen King even prefers him to H.P. Lovecraft."
I have not. Sounds interesting, though.
Blue Collar Loser says, "Panel, with the fan love of the RoboCop game, how about a new show? Let Waller voice him. He doesn't need to be in the suit. TV has a high budget now." Like a TV show of
RoboCop?
Let's put it this
way.
With
the original people?
I think all of us here would want nothing to ever be done in film or TV with RoboCop ever again, more than likely, at least in this day and age.
I think the highlight for me was when he showed up on WCW as a wrestler to like free a couple of other wrestlers from like jail. That was
I was going to say, because I'm stupid, I was sitting there thinking, well, RoboCop, I wouldn't mind that, but under the pretenses of it would be done correctly, which in this day and age wouldn't happen. So I understand what MauLer is saying.
Oh, we were lucky to get that game the way that it is. And yeah, any RoboCop fans who haven't played it yet, go right ahead. It's a big
You know what makes no sense? Call me crazy, but why won't they just do another Judge Dredd like they did the last one? It wasn't actually bad.
Well, it didn't make the money, right?
I know, but neither does fucking Captain Marvel.
Could we at least have box office trailers of good films?
Yeah,
but it must have made back its money in home media.
It has,
because that has got like a huge following over the years. Yeah. There was one here as well. What's this one? It's a Gundam. Did you see the Boogie documentary?
I saw the Boogie documentary literally when it came out. I was waiting for it to count down. Then like Voice Critical covered it and everybody watched it. Yeah, I was waiting. Then when Moist covered it and everybody got wind of it, I was like, fuck it. There's no point in me doing a video because everyone will do one now.
Yeah. I immediately I watched it and I immediately text Boogie. And I was like, you gonna come on my show Saturday, please? And he's like, I might. And then I've reached out a few times, and then he got like deleted from the Lockout podcast, and then came back to it. So it's almost impossible to get him on anything anymore.
He's every time I end up getting an update about Boogie, the conclusion is, wow, what an all-time low for that man. Every time.
I honestly feel like at this point, Boogie is just playing to the gallery. He knows it's kind of over, now so he's just doing every wild thing he can. He's like, hey, I'm almost 50 years old. My girlfriend's 20. And I'm like, I don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah. And it's kind of working because his views are up substantially right now.
Imagine if that's what you have to do to get views. Because
his views are
correct
up
me if I'm wrong. Like, he was once hot shit on the internet.
Yeah.
Like people genuinely used to like him, didn't they? Like back
he
in
was
his
huge.
heyday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He must have pissed through that money.
Still huge, but a different kind of huge.
Zing!
I mean, well, we got some entertainment out of watching the boxing match with him and
oh god, that was great.
I should have put money on that one. Brutal. God damn it.
I mean, that was the easiest fucking win of all time. It's like, oh, I think maybe Wings might take this one.
I knew Wings was gonna beat the tar out of him before the fight even began.
Oh, Christ,
I told Boogie this. I had Boogie on my show like right before the fight. And I was like, I'm going to be honest. I watched both of you train, and Wings, albeit he's giant, he looked like he was boxing. Like he was boxing. Yeah. Boogie just does this weird fat guy thing where he's like this. And that translated. He just died. He did that during the fight and just did this, and Wings just hit him 100 times.
Boogie didn't land a single hit, right?
He technically landed one. I think
technically one.
But it was like where he's like,
how did he land it? Did he like fall in the wrong direction?
I think he just swung his arms around
he was
randomly.
like just doing this, and like his glove touched Wings. Probably
it was like watching a baby be brutalized.
It was.
No wonder so many people watched.
I mean, what's like? Because we talked about Boogie. Like, what's Wings doing these days? Like, is he?
Wings is not doing good either. Honest to God, he's like about to quit Call of Duty because he doesn't like what makes him as a person. And I'm just like, well, that's news, I guess.
Because we watched the boxing match and we all came away with a real positive vibe for Wings. It was like, this feels like it's his actual redemption. You know, he's won a fight. He obviously trained for this. He got a little bit of physical exercise. Maybe he's going to keep this going. Maybe he's going to turn things around.
Of course not. Why would you think that? It's fucking 2023.
I want to hope.
We want to be optimistic about something, Gundam.
Dude, life fucking mirrors Disney movies. We all know what's going to happen. Disappointment, then you die. That's how it is for the rest of us. Drinkers like having a good time.
Imagine if Wings got down to like 190 pounds and got in shape and started like boxing and just doing what he like. Just
that's
being
an alternate reality
that
we don't
fighting Jake Paul and stuff.
Could you imagine how big Wings would become if all he had to do was just do and no one does it. No one does the thing. Like there's so many opportunities for people and just no one does it. Boogie could stream 6 days a week and make so much money off super chats. Just won't do it even once. I'm like, what do you do? He's like, I'm poor. I'm like, well, do fucking stream on YouTube. Nah. I'm like, what's wrong with you? What's like? Come on.
You stream yourself working out.
There you go. Oh, I'd watch that.
Oh yeah. He should have, went to the shoe baron's house and picked a fight with him. That's the dude who was banging his wife for a hot minute. The shoe baron. What, am I the only one who knows this lore? It was like literally over the summer.
Yeah, I did not know about this.
Mr. Metacore got out of his cancer bed to tell us all the news.
Good Lord. What's the next one? Axel's Abode says, if the Marvel's failure is due to sexist, racist, and toxic men, then why are the male to female demographics still the same? Yeah, I'm sure it's like 65% of the audience for the Marvels was male.
Yeah.
It's just like, nobody,
women failed women this time, huh?
Yeah.
Women are misogynist.
It's internalized misogyny, and that's the problem, Gundam. Makes me sick.
Exactly. We need to change the world.
Well, yeah, I'm working on it. Drosarius says, hail drinker and hail to the chat. The open bar brings sanity to my portion of the world every Thursday. Keep up the good work. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Damaster says, the ideal man is a hero. The ideal woman is a hero worshipper. Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand. That's why women once liked the MCU and why the MCU is evil and failed. It made women heroes for them to worship themselves. That's deep, man.
And they hate themselves. Let's be fair. They all hate themselves.
Camelot's not wrong.
What's the number one rule, Gundam? The number one rule is if you are a woman, you never take advice from a single woman about your relationship because her advice will tell you to leave because she wants you to be miserable like her.
Well,
and the thing that's weird is that every time these movies come out, they use the excuse, oh, well, people are sexist, or on the opposite end of the spectrum, it's like people are racist. They don't like this Robin Hood show. And I'm like, may I remind you that Kill Bill had like a $30 million budget and did almost $200 million worldwide, box office success. Half the characters, I'm pretty sure, are women.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
And it's amazing. It's amazing. I love watching Uma Thurman kick everybody's ass. It's the greatest shit because her struggle is brutal throughout the whole movie. She's not just the greatest at everything and was born this way. You know what I'm saying?
I saw a great tweet from Billie Eilish, I think it was yesterday, where she was saying that men are so horrible, like they're so critical of women, but like women are not like that because they see people for who they really are and they're nicer generally. And I thought, motherfucker, you have clearly never been to high school and dealt with teenage girls before because they are brutal, particularly to other girls.
Billie Eilish also thinks a box of cereal is $30. I wouldn't place any faith in anything she says.
This is the difference. A man will forget to do the dishes when you ask them to. A woman will claim you did some crazy shit and stick by it for 10 years and go to court over it when she lied about all of it. That's the difference. They're crazy.
He's speaking from experience. Don't think it's misogynistic here, people. Camelot has been raked over the coals, and I could tell.
Dude, like
I saw a post about this and they've really hit home, and it was like a girl will have a dream about you doing something horrible and then like hold it against you in real life afterwards.
Yep. Oh my god.
Billie Eilish also did an interview where she was like body shaming ugly men, which I thought was ironic after she said that she's such a loving person, or women are.
Yep.
Yeah. G. Fraser says, "Hail gents, MauLer. I propose EFAP movies for the Land of Oz arc. Watch in chronological order: Oz the Great and Powerful, The Wizard of Oz, and Return to Oz."
I definitely want to do Return to Oz because I want to show everybody how terrifying that film is.
Oh, everyone, yeah. I can't think of a film that took such a swerve from its predecessor as that. Dorothy's gone nuts, so she has to go for electroshock therapy.
Yeah,
I know. Wow. Rosie McRose says, "Have either of you watched Carnival Row?" I don't know why she says either, because there's more than
only two guys here.
Yep.
I've seen Carnival Row season 1. I thought it was neat. Didn't see season 2.
Slaglust says, "Here's 5 for the Goomba. If you want to know, just ask Camelot about what the Goomba really is."
Why's he got to do this on every show I'm on? God. It's just a nickname for my penis. That's it.
Yeah, it's also Italian.
So $5 for your penis, then. So,
it looks like a Goomba from Super Mario Brothers, and that's what Nina Infinity called it, the Goomba. And now he super chats every show for the last year saying Goomba over and over again.
Well, I'll take your word for that, I guess. Wild Hunter says, "Best Netflix show is Blue Eyed Samurai."
Fair enough.
That's it. That's all it is. Yeah.
I've seen it. I'd say it's decent, but there's some bad bits in it. Like, characters make stupid decisions, and it's super heavy on the feminist. Like, they go, wives are whores, just like whores. And you're like, no, that doesn't make any sense. One gets paid for sex, one is a wife.
Nah, I don't know. I feel like I agree with that, to be honest.
I told you, he's been through hell.
James Norman says, "Batman and Robin opened better than the Marvels."
As it should.
So I'm looking this up, actually. Film. It grossed $42.8 million in its opening weekend, but that is $1997, so that's probably going to be more like, I don't know, 65-70 million in today's money. I would say easily. So yeah, it did open better, and as it should, as MauLer said. Eric K says, "Panel, I was told that the 3.95 billion women in the world will see this. It's stunning and brave." I know, it's like, women are misogynist. What can I say? They didn't go and support it, and that makes me feel really sad.
They're like, we need diverse characters in video games, and they're like, the studios are like, okay, we'll do that. And then the games come out, and they're like, why did you not buy our game? And the women are like, oh, what? I don't play video games.
It's like, yeah, game? What's that?
And you're like, what? You told us. It's like, I mean, yeah, I thought it'd be cool, but
the studios don't have that kind of balls. They sit there and go, "We're glad that we were able to represent more body types in our video games. I'm happy that Ariel from whatever the fuck that game is called looks like Nick Avocado."
Did you see the fucking cartoon? It's like Lara Croft trying to like climb up a ledge, and it's like tap X to like get her up there, but she's so fucking fat she can't, and like falls down and just like crashes into the rocks below. It's
like when
I want to see that.
There was this one lady, and it was like, I could really see myself as James Bond, and she's like a 300-pound white lady. I'm like, is James Bond going to be required to do any physical activity at all?
I'll have chicken. Fried, not baked.
Yeah.
Wow, Camelot, what is with you? That was really inappropriate.
You know me, I can't help it. I hate them fat bitches.
John Gates says, "Anyone else think that Sony would have made $3 billion if they just put Sydney Sweeney as Black Cat in the cleavage costume for 2 hours? Instead, they put her in glasses and frumpy clothing as Spider-Woman." That probably would have helped, actually. Yeah, I can go with that.
No, I agree. No, 100%.
Danger UXO says, "Gundam's English is the only one I can understand. Great panel, thanks all." That is harsh, but yeah, probably fair, actually.
I was working on an English accent, and I realized that I've gotten down the gay English accent, but not a heterosexual one. Today we go watch some stuff on YouTube, okay, lovey? I mean, this bent here doesn't know her ass from a belly button, but it'll be good, won't it?
Not bad.
Imagine this, Drinker. What do you think the box office would be like if they were like, okay, there's gonna be a new Marvels movie for some weird reason, and it's gonna be the Marvels 2 or 3, whatever, and it's like, and in this they reveal Brie Larson's costume, and it's literally like 2 pasties and a thong, and it's because every time they use their powers, it takes their clothes off. What do you think the box office would be like?
$1 billion movie right there.
I'd be like, you know what? I'll be going to see that shit twice though.
I mean, I would see it for like to make sure I understand the plot.
Of course.
For science.
I just think it'd be so fucking funny if Marvel just absolutely did a 180 on all this stuff, and it's like, yeah, we're just going to absolutely objectify everyone. Fuck
yeah. Turn Captain Marvel back into Miss Marvel. She has to wear that black one-piece get-up with the boobs
do the
out.
backwards logic thing, where it's like, this is actually empowering. This is what you want. This is going to help women everywhere. This is gonna be great.
Victoria's Secrets is figuring it out.
Yeah.
If you don't support this, you're a bigot. I could totally get behind that.
We should start parroting this on every show.
Captain Marvel opens an OnlyFans.
That would be the plot line. Yeah, it'd be great.
Well, it's always like the porn movie ends up being better than the actual real version.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite in Indiana Jones.
Yep.
It is sad to see porn costumes.
Give it a go. I recommend it. Carrie D says, MauLer, do you leave your mask on always, only taking it off for one thing, like the Bandit? Smokey and the Bandit reference had to do it.
Yeah, sure. But what that one thing is, who knows?
We'll never know. And Cosmic Goddy says, it's awesome seeing you guys all in one stream. Well, there you go. It's awesome to be here. It's always awesome to be here.
If Pedro Pascal wants to quit being the Mandalorian, I will gladly take the role and never take off the helmet, even when I sleep, for that money.
Dude, same.
There's another one here I have to do, actually. Avarith says, Drinker, remember when you called MauLer crazy for underestimating the Marvels when he said it would only make $350 million? I feel like you owe him an apology. Well, let's see where it shakes out.
They'll be overballing it soon if we're not careful.
Yeah. I know. Oh, God, imagine if it was sub 300 million. That would be... I mean, that would just be like
it's about sending a message, Drinker.
It really
it would be disastrous. The amount of videos we would see about this making sub 300 million.
Oh, so
because I think it's currently sitting like what 110, 112 million.
Yeah, and you know it starts to crawl after opening week. It crawls.
Yeah, I mean the drop off is
everyone's excited for the drop off movies. Gotta see because can it actually have one of the historic drop-offs even with making such shit amounts of money? It's like, let's see.
Yeah, 116 million it's sitting at right now. So yeah, that's after a week basically. That's pretty harsh.
Makes me excited for Taika Waititi Star Wars.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, he's gonna piss off. He's gonna piss off people with his Star Wars.
He said it's gonna
movie.
be a Taika Waititi film. I don't know what that means.
I legit can't imagine what a Taika Waititi Star Wars movie would look like, except to think that it's going to be TLG. It's going to be TLJ on steroids. All the ridiculous like subversion of expectations just dialed up to 11.
Well, there'd be no dramatic payoffs. It would all just be comedy.
Yeah, I don't really know if I want overt comedy in a Star Wars film at all.
We already did that. It was called Rise of Skywalker, and it didn't work.
Oh God.
Well, remember when Taika did that episode of Mandalorian, and it's like, okay, we're just going to explicitly make it clear that the stormtroopers can't shoot. And that's funny.
People liked that when it released, and I was very upset because it's
well, you have to understand most people are stupid.
That's true.
In retrospect, though, people seem to be like, "Oh yeah, that was a very bad idea." Because you get the defense being like, "Yeah, stormtroopers never could aim, so it makes sense."
I'm telling you, ever since that Vanity article came out about Star Wars and MCU being all fucked up, everybody all of a sudden now realizes what we've been saying for years.
It's nice to finally be like vindicated with all this stuff.
We're not vindicated. It's like we still don't exist. Well, you exist because people are pissed off at you. I wasted an entire summer on fucking She-Hulk, and now they're finally admitting it was garbage and poorly written and made no fucking sense.
Yeah, That's how this has always worked. This is something that was very common in video game journalism back in the day. I remember being at GameStop and I'd be working, and I remember one of the Call of Duties came out. I can't remember which one it was. It was a few after Black Ops 2. And it was a travesty. I played it and it was a travesty. I was like, this is the worst shit I've ever played. And Game Informer gave it like a 9.75 out of 10. And I'm like, how is this possible? And then the next year, when the next Call of Duty came out, like they did every year, even in the summary for like the review, they said, we know the last Call of Duty, left a bad taste in all of our mouths. And I'm like, what do you mean all of our mouths? You gave it a 9.75, you motherfucker. Come on.
We did coverage of a YouTuber on EFAB. I think it was Cosmonaut, and he was saying like, "Oh, Marvel's doing real bad. Like it's terrible." Then we checked all of his scores for like everything that came out in Phase 4, and I don't think anything but went below a 7.
Yeah,
like they went up to like a 10. It's just like how could you? You should be like, "Oh, this is great. We're doing great. Look at these scores on average. It's fucking." I think we averaged it out to something like an 8 out of 10, and he's like, "Oh, it's terrible." It's just like they have no idea what's going on. They just enjoy it.
Keep that access going.
Yeah,
gotta have that access.
I would, if Disney wanted to pay me $1 million to give a positive review on each film, and make a video on, you best believe it. Oh, it's the greatest movie. Taika Waititi's Star Wars. I literally came 4 times. That's how great it was.
I personally feel that my review of Marvels was pretty positive.
I think about as positive as it could be. Like, was there not all these accusations coming out that like Rotten Tomato critics were getting bought, and it was like they were getting bought for like $50 fucking for a positive review. Like that's it. That's the price of your credibility. $50.
It's crazy.
Fucking pathetic.
I was if you said that to their faces, I could see them being like, "Of course."
Yeah, that's what my soul was.
Why I got into journalism.
Yeah. Ian So Forth gave us 10 critical drinker memberships. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. But yeah, I was going to finish up there actually, because I know we've done quite a few of these super chats tonight, and I want to say thank you to my fucking awesome panel. You guys have been great tonight. Appreciate it.
Fun. I was
trying to say you guys were crap before. But
tonight you brought it. Like other times you sucked, man. So yeah.
Well,
glad you've upped your game.
It was Gundam was here, so I was like,
you let me and Camelot say things that probably shouldn't be said.
Yeah, this stream is definitely demonetized, but that's all right. So I know what happens when I sign up for Gundam. It's okay.
Wait till I start my live show. It'll be the end of me.
Yeah,
it'll be 2 episodes in. It's gonna be over.
Yep, you're gonna see me talking about the commander-in-chief falling down the stairs and how the stairs voted for Trump. It's over. It's done.
You need a live show. Like I'll come on it for sure if you do one.
Sounds like a plan.
But yeah, I mean the links for all you guys' channels they're in the description right now. So if any of the people in chat are not following Reaper, Camelot, or Gundam already, please do, because they all produce fucking amazing content.
Following me is a middle finger to the system, believe it or not, because they, for some reason, hate the shit out of me.
Yeah, I feel like it's that way for a lot of us. Every other month, it's suppression. But I'm only 80 subs from 223K. Woo! 80.
Hey, let's see if we can get them there.
We're
just
so
before
close,
we go,
we can taste it.
Yeah, it was $150 super chat that came in. Says, would love a drinker review or EFAP of The Man from Earth. It was undersold last week. It's an intellectually stimulating film like 12 Angry Men or The Prestige. It's my top 5 with them. Don't watch the sequel. Go away now. There we go. The Man from Earth. Need to take a look. But yeah, I will say, thank you to everyone that super chatted us tonight. For any of the super chats that we haven't got a chance to get to tonight, I will cover them in a catch-up stream. And also, just in case people were wondering, I've actually done the catch-up for the previous open bar, number 72. I just need to post it up. I just haven't got around to putting it up on my second channel yet, but I'll do that tomorrow, so that'll be there. And thank you to my mods for their usual awesome work and keeping everything ticking over. Appreciate you guys. But for now, that's all we've got for tonight. So go away now.
Bye.
Doubt it.